you're in danger of making the eyes too far apart.
Am I?
Yeah.
It has got quite far apart eyes. A bit of,
They're exactly the same distance apart from each other.
yeah. A bit of a 5 o'clock shadow there, I think.
Yeah.
Lee, what do you think?
Well, that'll do. Yeah,
And
you're coming along, Richard.
Finishing touch on the ears there, and just a little glint in the eye. There.
Glint in the eye.
And this is the kind of stuff that only a master can show to a pupil.
There we go. Well, I think I've finished, don't you?
I think you should show it to the world.
Well, hello everybody, and look what I just did. It's Jamie Anderson!
Hang on.
How's that?
That could easily be Lee or a balloon with a face drawn on it.
Me?
Well, like I said, it's Jamie Anderson. It's a balloon with a face drawn on it.
I've never been so insulted.
I can't believe how rude you are.
Well, there we are.
Anyway, hello everyone.
Hello.
We're definitely live now.
Good evening, hello, and welcome to Fab Live. Here we are again, and we have an interloper among us
Yes.
this
Where
evening.
are they?
Yes, we have a gate crasher.
Lee Sullivan is here. And if you hadn't noticed, it's a Captain Scarlett special.
It's the Mistrons, Lee. It's the Mistrons.
Lee's already laughing at us.
Yes. No,
Hello,
I know it's the Mistrons.
Hello,
It's good,
Scott and Will and James and lots of other people. I wish I'd brought my glasses. I can't see now.
Yeah.
Anyway, hello everyone.
Yes.
Oh, look, there they are.
We're here, live as threatened.
Yes. Here we are again for Fab Live episode 8. We promised we'd be here with our very special guest, Lee Sullivan. Scott says, hello, how are you?
Hello, Scott.
There
Scott.
we go.
Hello, Scott.
Lee Sullivan, you ought to really
fine,
explain who you are and how on earth you got into my house.
Well,
He wasn't given permission.
it's
I'm
a long
afraid.
story,
Yes.
Your Honour.
Yes.
I am a comic strip artist, and I have done lots of things over the years, some of which we can't mention.
Oh. Well, because the court case is still pending,
Exactly.
Yes.
But a lot of kind of interesting media, kind of comic strippy things. The stuff I've read for years and years and years, I eventually got to draw in a form, which was for Thunderbirds Magazine by Redan, which ran from 2000 to 2005. So if you were reading that magazine, you were looking at my comic strips.
Wow.
And probably tearing them up religiously. I know, it's
I'm sure everyone loved them.
shocking stuff.
Do give us thumbs up for Lee's amazing comic strips.
Absolutely.
If you're a fan.
Yeah.
And latterly, I've done some paintings for a Gerry Anderson
Product? Licensed
Toy?
product?
No,
Come on, Lee, you can do
it'll
it.
come to me. It'll
Don't
come to me.
fail us
Damn it.
now, Lee.
It will come to me. It was a collected comics thing from Eagle Moss, which
Great.
didn't happen. But I did 5 paintings, and they've gone on to be. You'll see one of them later on. And then that's led to me doing the box artwork for Big Chief Studios.
Fantastic.
Things,
Wow.
which we will mention later.
Brilliant.
Scott says that you gave me... Oh, it's disappeared now. You gave me
God,
an
please.
autograph on a Thunderbirds comic strip 5 years ago at Norcon.
Oh.
And I kept it and all the magazines, said Scott. There you go.
Ah,
He's a big
fantastic.
fan.
That was where we had dinner with Trevor and Simon and Moon Monkey.
Oh, Moon Monkey.
Anyway,
Moon
that's,
Monkey.
we'll get into a weird 90s nostalgia. Christina Sales was laughing at your senior moment just then as well.
Oh, senior,
I'm used to people laughing at my senior moments. They take up most of my time.
I'd just like to say how touched I am that you managed to wear a shirt that blends nicely with my curtains. Lee.
Just noticed that.
That is amazing, isn't it? Well, this is my Tracy Island shirt, which I thought I would wear, but I obviously we've changed the settings today, kids.
Yes,
and,
we have.
And the curtains didn't figure
No.
in my viewing
No.
of the broadcast so far. But
Yeah.
this is my Tracy Island shirt. Look, somewhere in there.
Is that your nipple?
Palm trees.
Just above Lee's left nipple.
Palm trees.
Lovely. Thank you for
Can you
that.
stop that nonsense, please?
So here we are on Fab Live. Now look, I
fair
can
enough.
show you the most important thing you at home can do for us is to share this broadcast.
and to watch. And
Well,
keep watching.
yeah,
Don't
exactly.
leave. Please don't leave us.
Now, if you were to look just beneath our moving picture, you'll see a button, like, for example, on my mobile phone here. I'm going to show you when it appears. Anyway, there should be a share button. We'd love it if you could press that share button so that all your friends will see this broadcast and they might share it with their friends. And,
where's my
then
phone?
the tens of
Where is
you
it?
will get to enjoy it together. Do we need some form of introduction
the
or should we
button.
just carry on?
I think it's too late for an introduction, but let's do it anyway.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm Richard James, erstwhile of Space Precinct, and Gerry Anderson fan.
man in
as
the
well.
mask.
The man in the mask,
the
exactly.
mask.
and this is my house. Welcome to my abode.
Ah.
Yeah, you're welcome to it.
Yes.
And
I'm Jamie Anderson. My late father was Gerry Anderson, and you must recognise me by now, but don't get me confused with this other bald
But
man.
it's very similar, spooky, isn't it? Look.
Yes, it's like symmetry.
Come in closer.
yes, I do
Yeah.
feel rather hirsute sitting amongst the two of you, I must
Well,
say.
you can feel waves of jealousy coming out
Yeah.
from both sides.
Hang on, look, there's the broadcast on my mobile phone now. I'm going to press
three
share
bald men.
at the bottom there. Don't know if you can see that. Share. Okay, so I'm now sharing the broadcast with all my friends, and we would love.
What a
it
chair.
if you
She
could
watches
say-
it, does she?
She's
does.
a big fan.
Sure,
She's a
lovely
big fan.
woman. Lovely woman. What's
Do you know,
that?
these two earlier on were doing the most wonderful Terry Wogan impressions, and if you're really good, they might come out again.
Oh,
So
no.
please don't be good.
Yes.
I don't think I don't want to be doing.
Dominic Riley says we look like 2 copies of The Hood, Lee.
You wait till you see me in my fez.
With Mike Mercury sitting between you both, I think. That's right. That was the consensus of opinion a few weeks ago, wasn't it? Now, we ought to really let people know exactly. Here we go. It's basically going to be an evening of toys.
And messing around.
Yeah, so we do apologise in advance. We need to give you an idea of the sort of things you can see on tonight's broadcast for the next hour and a bit, or however long we choose to stay amongst you mere mortals.
Alive.
Yes. We have, of course, got Gerry Anderson news, things that might be coming
Lots
up.
and lots of news, and several exclusive things, and a very special limited edition thing that's being launched at the end of this broadcast, but you won't know about it unless you stay all the way to the end.
Oh,
There's the hook.
That's really good.
So don't go anywhere.
That's really good.
If you're a Captain Scarlett fan, don't go anywhere at all.
We've also got the results and the winner of last month's Fab Live competition to win these beautiful sundries, a chess set and the
Thunderbird One Titan vinyl.
Yes, so they might be winging their way to you by the end of this broadcast, or at least whenever we get a chance to post them. And we'll have another competition a little later on where we'll be giving away some things. Have we got a question for that, or have you set up to me to Google it again?
One of us will come up with a question by the end of the thing for that. Yes.
But then we've also got I'm delighted to announce we have the return of Fab or Fib. But as we have a Captain Scarlett themed episode tonight, it's SIG or SIR.
It's not quite as catchy as Fab.
No, it's not really, is it? No.
Oh,
No. Now you did on the Gerry Anderson Facebook page. I did notice that you ran a poll to see which were the most watchable and enjoyable moments in the Fab Live broadcasts.
Or SIR.
And I was delighted to see that Fab or Fib, I think, garnered an amazing 4 votes.
4 votes out of 80
Hundreds.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're all looking forward to Fab or Fib, we're all looking forward to Blankety Blank, we're all looking forward to news and any questions you have for the wonderful Lee Sullivan.
Yes, make sure you post your questions in the comments for Lee. We'll try and take note of them as they whiz by.
Yeah.
But if we come to a point and say, right, Lee, questions, then just type them in as fast as you can, and we'll do our best to make Lee answer them without him being rude or silly.
Oh, that's a big ask, isn't it? Yeah.
Apologies in advance, everyone.
Yeah.
Things you might think I might know that would help.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to do things about nuclear physics. And that kind of stuff. No.
Or favourite Norse God?
This isn't Mastermind.
Thor, obviously.
Really? No, Woden.
So, no, we've done it now. We can't.
No, don't ask me.
Loki.
Yeah, very Loki. Sorry, Jamie, you were saying?
I can't remember what I was saying. This is already all
was
gone off,
interesting, wasn't it?
pieced somehow.
Yes.
I'm just going to go back through a few of the comments. SIG or SIR, Mark Simpson Wedge says, I like it.
Oh.
Jude Wright needs that cardboard cutout of Scarlet.
Isn't that wonderful?
He's not a cardboard cutout.
It's actually him.
He's just had a very unfortunate incident with retrometabolism that didn't...
He's very flat fiberglass.
Yes. And,
Every expense paid.
it's a holiday here in the USA, so Christina Sales will be here the whole time.
Oh, Christina, that's nice to know, isn't it?
Anyway, it's lovely to have all of you along. There are lots of you here, so hello, and we'll soon be getting on with the interesting stuff, I promise.
This is the voice of the Mr.
It's almost exactly like it.
It's uncanny.
It's as if they were here in the room.
Yes, as if
Yes. Anyway, should we do anything else but this?
What did you have in mind?
How about the
death.
Gerry Anderson news?
Gerry Anderson news! Let's have a look at the news. Do we have a...
we have a graphic for the news.
We've got a graphic, but then I've just realised
I
there
love
may
this
be
bit.
a small error, so look away. Come on, Jamie! Okay, it's time for the Gerry Anderson news.
Do it, Jamie. Come on! Oh!
There!
Hooray!
Well, that seemed to work, didn't it?
I think it worked.
Was there sound?
Was there sound?
I think the sound was very quiet indeed. But, they will have just about got maybe something.
But I love that picture. It's very Doctor Who, that picture that they chose of me there.
Yes,
with the scarf,
which is your long-term dream of
no sound, guys. Look, you see, no sound.
Oh no!
But it wouldn't be Fab Live
if everything went
sound.
perfectly smoothly. No, that's right. It wouldn't be. You're right.
This has become a theme, hasn't it?
Tell us some news, Jamie. Tell us some news.
Shall we have some news, everyone?
Yes, let's have some news.
Let's put the news ticker on first, because that's vital. Oh, I can't get the news ticker. Hang on here. Oh, there it is. Right, now it's officially news
so
time.
better, isn't it? Well done.
It started well. Now, can you make that the whole way through? We're going to be going for about half an hour.
Without taking breath.
Yeah.
No.
Right, we do have some news, and I'm going to start because Lee is here with the amazing news that the...
What? Come on. Oh, yes.
I'm the new Doctor Who.
Never.
Yes, Jodie Whittaker in disguise.
Oh!
No, the amazing Big Chief 1/6 scale Captain Scarlett figure is available for pre-order from the Gerry Anderson store.
Look, you see, this is a bit... He thinks it's a running joke. It's actually quite annoying that all these things always appear over me, wherever I sit.
Yeah, but the thing is, the relief that floods back when you return.
And the viewers that flood back.
Viewers that...
Yes.
Exactly.
No, they just
numbers.
flood.
Yes.
Anyway, here's another pose of him looking very debonair and swish and suave. Lee, will you tell us about your involvement in this project, please?
Well, I was approached initially because... Stop that. Just whatever it is. Whatever it is you're doing there, stop it. I was approached because I know Mike Noble. Mike Noble is a genius comic strip artist from TV 21 days. He drew the Captain Scarlett strip and Fireball strips and Zero X strips, and he was an all-round genius. Lovely guy, still alive, still going. He's 86, 87, something like that. And they wanted him to do some retro artwork for the box. I knew he couldn't do that because he's got other commitments and, you know, he's retired. He's retired for a long time. But I said, well, look, I happen to be an illustrator myself. And I can take some of his... I can probably get him to do a pencil and then I'll work it up. And so that developed into doing all the box artwork for the Captain Scarlett 12-inch figure. And that's my phone going off. I do apologise.
Excellent.
I should have switched it off.
It's fine.
Rookie mistake.
Take it if you need. If it's an important call.
No.
Fine.
It'll be
great. It'll be a viewer.
Some woman address, I imagine. But anyway, so they came to me. I said, okay, I did all the artwork. Got Mike to do a pencil drawing of Captain Scarlett in an interesting. Oh, I can do it. Oh, I've got it here.
Hey,
look at this. Look.
That's the pose. Oh, that's the pose.
Yeah,
that's a dynamic pose.
A bit more from the hip.
Right. Okay.
You don't want to see that bit. No.
Widescreen.
The viewers drop now.
My slim Captain Scarlett days gone. Anyway, I did the artwork. Mike provided a pencil drawing. It all looked fabby. I used Mike's a few poses that Mike had done in TV 21. Particularly, there's a very famous one of him falling off the Eiffel Tower. Scarlett, not Mike. Scarlett falling off the Eiffel Tower, and I kind of incorporated those kind of things into it, and that led to doing the box artworks for Scott and Virgil, and presumably some other brothers, Tracy.
Potentially, yes.
Potentially, yes.
Unannounced or not confirmed or something.
I don't know.
We shouldn't get in trouble now.
No, we're not in trouble.
No, we're not in trouble. It's fine.
Well, Scott's up.
Yeah, Scott and Virgil are out, I think.
Well, that's all there is.
And, yeah, of
That's all
course.
I've done.
Anyway, yes, but they're beautiful boxes.
Contacting my lawyers.
They are absolutely beautiful boxes. They look amazing, and Lee's done an amazing job. In fact, I did see something somewhere here from Kirsty.
Deathfall. Yes,
Kirsty
yes,
said,
yes.
Mike Noble's artwork is gorgeous, but yours is amazing as well, and is so happy for you, Lee.
Oh, you've done so well, Lee. We're
Bless
all
you,
very happy for
Kirsty.
you.
Yeah, we're very
Bless you,
happy.
bless you.
And,
I know.
Andrew CS says, put your phone on silent.
Yeah.
Don't even know where it is, mate.
No, we've lost it. So
It's under a load of toys.
Ah, the toys. We'll be seeing those later.
Oh yes.
anyway,
I literally don't know where my phone is. That's interesting, isn't it?
We'll find it later. We'll find it.
so there you go. There's the story of Lee doing the box art for these amazing
Great.
things, and the Captain Scarlett one is available now, and it looks brilliant.
Is it available now, or is it available?
It's available
for
pre-order now. I think it's actually not available until early next year, so you've got a bit of a wait. But do pre-order and grab yours as soon as you're able to, because
I want to grab mine straight away.
they are stunning. And yeah, amazing. Anyway, do you have another quick flash of him in his alleyway there?
Oh, there is that.
Lovely.
3 bits of wood look.
Yes,
Yeah.
excellent.
He just looks so good. They're beautiful.
But
Big Chief's an amazing
The
work.
sculpt is really wonderful, isn't it? I saw the sculpts in 3D form while I was doing the box artwork. I thought, oh gosh, it is as good as that.
Yeah.
it will be fantastic.
You
and
could
it is.
say they've recreated an exact likeness.
Oh, he's been retrometabolized.
Oh! Do you not?
Yes, I understand that. Yes.
Okay. Anyway,
I was reading. Will Farrell says he loves your work, Lee. Just
That's
a
it.
lovely comment.
Oh,
about
we
your
never,
work.
we
This
never
is
get
great.
this one. We haven't got Leon. Everybody says we love your work, Richard and Jamie.
Yeah.
Well, they're hardly
No,
going to
they
talk
don't.
about me when I'm not here, am I?
No, but they don't praise us either. You're not coming back, you know.
You're just godlike geniuses that just hang around, and they know you know
Yes.
that they think you're wonderful.
Yes, obviously. Anyway, should we move on?
Yes, next bit of news.
No, we've got more news because it's a Scarlet themed month.
It is.
The-
Why is it? But have we mentioned why it's a Scarlet themed
Oh,
month?
probably not. No.
No.
Should we mention why it's a Scarlet themed month?
Why is it a Scarlet themed month this month?
Because at the end of this month, it's the official 50th anniversary of the first transmission of the pilot episode of Captain Scarlett and the Mysterons.
I remember
The
it well.
29th of September. Barry will be spinning in his
Oh,
grave with that.
surely not.
It was lovely. Anyway, so it's 50th
I should have got my
anniversary this
theremin.
month.
I've got a theremin.
You've actually got a theremin. Great.
Andrew CS says we know why it's 50 years old. Anyway, because it's 50 years old, there's lots of Scarlet theme news, and one of the things we've got going is our T-shirt voting for the monthly designs, which are beautiful and all Scarlet-esque. Sorry, Richard.
No, carry on.
Have a look. There's now Lee, you'll appreciate this one.
Oh,
All the lovely,
that's lovely.
all the
About the
Ron artwork.
Embletons, yeah.
On one
Fantastic.
one piece, which is just a beauty.
Oh.
Peter Lippman says that he loves our work, Richard and Jamie. I just
Thank
thought
you,
that
Peter.
one- Thank you,
There's-
Peter.
at least
So
we've got one.
we have a
supporter.
little redress.
But no, Lee's amazing. We
I love your work as well.
Thank you.
You only watched one yesterday. Anyway, the
I've watched them all, I'll have you know.
the second design.
That's 7 hours I'm never getting back.
No, that's true. Thank you. Yeah, no interest either. The second design is this lovely Angels T-shirt, which is an absolute beauty, and the third design, the classic
Yes.
Spectrum
Vibrating
roundel design with
Yeah.
some, effect coming out the side of it. They're just amazing. Anyway,
Loz Spencer says he can't decide this month.
it's difficult,
Or
isn't
she.
it? Dum 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 dum. There we are. So that was amazing
Yeah.
and very exciting.
Yeah.
More news for this month.
This is the gift that keeps on giving, isn't it?
I know, as you may well know.
Better stop doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be blue
Be
by now.
knackered now. The Big Finish, purveyors
Well,
of
it's to
fine
be no
audio
good for
dramas, are releasing not only the Captain Scarlett 50th anniversary box.
Did someone say Big Finish?
Yes, Richard. We know you've been in some Big Finishes. Thank you
We'll come
very
to
much.
that later.
We'll move on to that later on. Yes, but Big Finish are releasing the 50th anniversary box set and Spectrum Files 1 to 3, and as you may know, they're being narrated by none other than legendary Anderson voice David Graham.
Amazing.
Graham.
God, that's uncanny. Now, David wasn't in original Captain Scarlett. He finished his voice work with Thunderbirds. So we thought we'd give him the opportunity to narrate, and he's done a fantastic job. So Spectrum Files 1, 2, and 3 are out later this
Norwich
month
City,
from Big
nil.
Finish.
Now, I have seen a comment. Someone's asking how they vote on the T-shirt.
To vote on the T-shirt, you go onto the Gerry Anderson Facebook page. Not now, though, because
No,
you're watching
don't do
this.
now.
Not
Crikey.
now.
Stop!
But afterwards, go on the Facebook page and click like
It's all
or
technically
comment.
finished with Space Precinct.
Who did?
There's always one, isn't there? Andrew Clements, go
Andrew
and do
Clements.
something else.
Oh, I see.
Anyway, if you want to vote, you can vote on the Facebook page. So there we
There,
are.
right, got you.
You may also have seen the unfortunate news that the upcoming release of the Corgi saloon car, which looks lovely, has been delayed until November.
Is it that the original series or?
We can see right there, Lee.
Oh,
It's yes,
God.
it's the re-release of the original one, but it's not as good as Lee's.
oh look, I couldn't get the angle.
Joy.
Sorry.
Look, that is a
There you are.
beauty. It's
Oh,
just
it's
because
only not as big.
It's not this one.
It's not that one. You're not having this one.
No, that's
This
so.
is
Lee, tell us
mine.
about that one quickly.
This is mine. This is a junior. Is it JR or junior?
JR.
JR 21. I've never really understood that version of the patrol car, which was produced in the 1960s. At the time that the series was out, it has little fold-down missile bays there. You push these little mirrors here, and they fired out missiles which are living in the back. Doors open. Captain Scarlet, Captain Blue inside. Fantastic friction drive.
Nice.
Which no longer works.
Oh yeah.
Apparently.
That's a shame.
Oh, no,
there it goes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a lovely sound.
Oh, that's a sound from the past.
Isn't it? Absolutely. Quite a loud sound.
It's quite loud.
Stop it,
though.
Lee! Stop it! That's what usually.
Quite intrusive.
Stop now, Lee! That's 4 hours.
As sounds go, that's pretty
It beats that.
great.
That
Oh,
Mistron
pass
thing.
those edible things while you're
Oh right, okay.
stretching.
We've
over.
got some.
Yeah.
Lee's got
Sorry.
hungry now.
We've
Yeah.
got things we can't share with you guys.
Yeah.
Sad to
Cheers.
say.
Carry on.
Anyway, Lee, also over there, could you pass me
Yes.
the secret thing, which is I think
Oh,
is
the
behind
secret thing.
Supercar?
Oh my god, that's a secret. That was such a secret. I didn't know
Yeah.
what it was.
Now,
Okay.
this is a Fab Live exclusive.
That was fishy.
I'm all right, thank you. Fab Live exclusive.
So
So do give
I'm
us
passing
a
it under
thumbs
the
up
table
for a Fab Live exclusive.
so you don't get.
I'm
Too
very
much of a
happy
flash.
to announce that for the 50th anniversary, we will be releasing a couple of very special little replica models. From
us?
Captain Scarlet. No, yes, no. From Captain Scarlet. And I think
That's great,
this is the
isn't
first time this model. Oh, I'm already showing it. The first time this model has been produced, and it is a beautiful Spectrum Hovercraft. Oh, it's so lovely.
I am being driven mad by lust for it.
Yeah,
As I sit here
it is an absolute stunner.
quivering.
And it will be available to pre-order later this month. But yeah, goodness me, it's very pretty. We will also be releasing another model, the MEV, in due course. Do you know which episode of Scarlet this was from?
Someone will know.
Traitor.
I don't
No,
know.
it was Traitor.
Oh, I see.
It was Traitor. Anyway, lovely. So that's very exciting, and that's our little Fab Live exclusive. There is another little mini Fab Live exclusive at the very end of the show as well. So
Is
that's
there?
exciting. Yes, there is.
Gosh.
I
Worth
know,
hanging
it's-
on for then.
It's so great. Look, lots of nice, looks
Yeah.
so cool,
Mhm,
pretty,
yeah.
yes
Traitor,
please.
that's right, yeah.
And Traitor.
Yeah.
Yes.
They knew I
It's
did.
good.
So that's good. And
Yeah.
as a final bit of Anderson news, I think for now, there's been so much. There is also a very special novelisation of The Day After Tomorrow, which will be released later this month.
Ah.
Novelised.
Into infinity.
Is it novelised? Yes, a novel novelised by Gregory Norris.
Mm.
And originally there was a novelisation of this, which was lost by the publisher, Little Brown Books, and it was lost forever. So Gregory has done his best job to recreate this.
The JR in JR21 stood for J. Rosenthal
Rosenthal.
Toys.
Of
who made
course,
the
of
21
course,
range.
of course, of course.
Lee.
Yes,
That's
yes,
thank you
yes.
to. Oh, it's gone now. Yes.
But we thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for filling the gap in
Exactly.
my
Yes. So there
Great.
you are.
The gap
Can
in
I have a
my
look at that
eyes.
book?
You can, yes. It's
Very
great.
Don't
So
read it all now.
No, I don't want to read it now. Just have a look.
it'll be out.
There's only so much
Soon.
these guys can take.
Yeah, lovely. Beautiful. Are we lucky to be surrounded by such wonderful things?
We are, yes. And also,
Pretties.
new Captain Scarlett is now out on Blu-ray, so you can order that from the Gerry Anderson store or Amazon or wherever you like to procure your high-definition discs from. And Dick Spanner is out too,
Great.
on DVD. And I
Great.
think this is the point now at which the most Gerry Anderson shows have been out either on DVD or Blu-ray
Amazing.
ever. In fact, the only thing I think that isn't available right now on DVD is Space Precinct, unbelievably. But we are working on that. We're working very hard.
It's a shame. Isn't that a crying shame?
I weep for you.
Well, thank you.
I weep for you.
Thank you very much, yes.
Anyway,
Excellent.
so that's the end of the news for the moment.
Very good, but who would like to see Space Precinct DVDs, Blu-rays,
Yes.
or whatever's available? Wouldn't that be great? Thumbs up for Space Precinct
and
DVDs.
hearty things for
Yeah, that'd be
that.
great. A box set would be lovely. Maybe a companion DVD, or maybe commentaries and artwork. And where are they
Can
now?
they get
Features.
the new Captain Scarlet in the US?
You can. The great thing about the Scarlet, the new Scarlet Blu-ray is that it's region free.
free.
So as long as you have a player that can switch between PAL and NTSC, then
I think they all can.
you're
can't they?
well.
They
Most
can
of them
over
can.
here, can
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have to.
But anyway, region free. So hurrah! And there
Great.
may also be more new Scarlet news coming soon. Soon. Oh yes. Poor Scarlet.
Sorry.
Don't worry, he's indestructible.
Luckily.
Anyway, there we are.
You are not. Remember this, and do not try to emulate him.
Scott Leakey is giving it a go on Amazon Prime. Space Precinct.
Excellent, great. And Mark Arnold would like some Space Precinct underwear.
Oh, well, yes, wouldn't we all?
Little two-piece, perhaps, Lee?
Well, one of your old cast-offs?
Yeah, I'm sure I can find something for
I'll
you.
have to let it out.
Yes,
Obviously.
excellent. Great. Very good. We're all looking at your
My
comments.
live
That's
feed
why
is
it's going quiet.
stalling. I'm not surprised. I used to have a septum car. That's good.
That's
I like
Ashley Bell. Thank you, Ashley.
Septum car.
Yeah, septum car. I'd like one of those. Yeah, septum car.
Made from a nose cartilage, dried nose cartilage. A replica gun would be nice.
Oh.
Andrew Joseph has got the
Yeah.
old DVD of Space Precinct. Yes, it was released, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was an old one.
Yeah.
They're very difficult to get now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
like hen's teeth.
yes.
Because Richard bought them all.
That's it.
He's got them all in a
Yeah,
cupboard.
if you're lucky, you
That's
might
it.
find a very rare, unsigned copy. Yeah.
My screen is frozen. Sad times. No sound either. I'm sorry, Emma. I'm hoping that's just you. I mean,
Yes.
I know. Yeah,
Yes.
I really do.
Yes.
Brandon says we do love Space Precinct.
Oh, isn't that nice to hear?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, I love Space Precinct too.
Oh, of course we do. We
Oh,
love Space
Emma,
Precinct. Yeah, that's very
it's
good.
Frozen.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sad
Emma.
times.
Yeah.
You can, but
You can watch it later.
you can watch it on YouTube
But
later
you can't
on.
You
Yeah,
can't
it
hear
is.
that because the screen's frozen.
Yes, Scarlet can detect a Mistron nearby because he's feeling a bit sickly and flimsy.
He is rather, isn't he?
Yeah,
Nausea, I think, is the great
Yeah,
thing, isn't it?
Exactly.
it
With
is.
Scarlet.
Anyway, should we?
Yeah, would you like a nibble?
Oh, I wouldn't mind.
Try one. I had one that's rather fishy. Anything pink is fishy, I think.
I'm going to have a pink one in that
Well, that's
case.
pink and soft, look.
Ooh.
Do you want to have a little...
I'm fine, thank you, because you keep saying they're gross.
Would you
Well,
eat one of
yes.
these?
Yeah.
These
at
were given to
From
me earlier
Japan.
on by some lovely Japanese people. So
Today?
Network should remaster and release the original Scarlet on Blu-ray for its 50th anniversary. They should do. Yeah, we better put in a word there.
Oh, that's rather nice. Mint.
Signal is intermittent and a slight time lapse. You're telling us.
Yes.
I think we think you're about 12 seconds behind us, so it all makes it very difficult. Anyway, that's enough news. There's no more news
Oh.
until at the end of the thing. So
Okay.
I'm going to turn the news ticker off
Great. Well done.
so that you can stop peeping now.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, that went well, didn't it? That went surprisingly well.
I probably
This
forgot
is like
something.
a smooth, well-oiled
Well, we've done
machine.
it so many times now, Lee.
Yes. Did anyone get the Scarlet figure that was in the Z box subscription last month from Zavi? Says Scott Bradley Sadler. Well, I didn't get it, so
No, I
I've
didn't
seen
get
it. It
it.
looks very cute, but no, I didn't get one. Did you get one?
What is Zavi?
Now there speaks a voice of wisdom.
Generations collide.
Space Precinct is a good binge watch, says Andrew
A
Joseph.
binge watch.
Better than Game of Thrones.
Oh, I would definitely heartily agree with
yeah,
that.
Yeah, excellent. Very good.
Charlotte Bone's going to make us some biscuits.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Thank you very
How are
much.
we going to get hold of those?
Yeah, Charlotte, can you post them to Richard's house? He'll
Yeah.
email you with his address. Anyway, shall we do some viewer emails?
Viewer emails, yes. So last month, and every month indeed, we ask you, oh dear, look, to email your questions to fablive@jerryanderson.co.uk.
Oh no! Terrible sweat patch there, sorry. And that's there forever now.
That's what
Yeah.
the kids are after, though,
Yeah.
out there. That
sweat
is-
patches.
So we ask you to send your questions to fablive@jerryanderson.co.uk.
that, terrible.
And you
What-
do,
what's
in
good
your
for this?
tens.
Look at that.
I
Look.
say. What, Lee?
Oh, sorry.
So the first one, this is from Mark. I'm just trying to work out what...
Well, that was worth waiting
Yes.
for.
Hi, Jamie, Richard and Lee, it says.
Oh, that's
Well, I
nice.
have to read ahead. Now, I don't know if you've got this artwork that Mark's talking about here.
I do, I've got Mark's
Can you find that
artwork.
now or later?
Yes, I do.
Mark said you might remember a few episodes ago I showed you an image of me doing a Captain Scarlett end credit pose.
I remember you were in the
Spiky
the
spikes.
walls coming in with the spikes on.
I've now done a remaster of it, plus I've made some others and put them together to make this poster. I hope you like it. Can we see that right
We
now
can.
from Mark? Look at that.
Oh, look at him.
Oh,
He's in the old gun. He's
Oh my
falling
God,
off the
look at
building.
that.
He's got
Yeah.
the snake after him. He's down with the sharks in the spikes.
yeah,
and
he'll
coming out
never
the
reach
rockfall.
that. He'll never reach that dynamite.
No, that dynamite's going to go off.
Isn't that amazing? Mark,
Mark,
they're incredible.
That is a huge amount of effort. Thank you
Yes.
very much for doing that.
Yes. We love to see your art here on the
Massive thumbs up for that.
He says, I hope you like it. Well, I think unanimously we are
Yeah,
in agreement.
absolutely.
I also have a question for you all. Which is your favourite episode from the Moon trilogy of Captain Scarlett?
Crater 101.
Well, I haven't given you the options yet.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry, I'm
please do.
just saying what my favourite is.
Lunaville 7, Crater 101, or Dangerous Rendezvous? Lee?
I love Dangerous Rendezvous.
And I love Lunaville 7.
Well, there you go, one of each. You got your answer.
How convenient.
A nice spread there.
We also heard from Gary Hodgkinson. Hello, Gary. Thank you for joining us. I'm sure you're watching again tonight. He sent us a little story, actually.
Oh.
So, are you sitting comfortably?
Yeah, I am.
Is now time
Yes.
a good time for the Wogan impression, do you think?
Oh, I think it might be. Well, stab me, writers.
Here's a little story on
Sorry.
how a local radio station car
Local. That's
has
what
a
you
bit of a
want.
Captain Scarlett link.
Yeah, link.
A few years ago, the local station Earwash Sound held a competition to name their radio car, and since I was at the event they were attending and offered to enter the competition, a flash of inspiration, Gary decided to use one of the angels' names, Melody, to name the car. And suffice it to say, the radio station loved the name, and he won the prize. So he says thank you to Gerry Anderson for that, and he's included a few pickies of the car.
Which have gone missing.
Ah,
Sorry, Gary. But he did show us pictures, and it did definitely say the name on
it
the
did
car.
definitely do that.
Sorry, Gary. They have gone missing in the yeah.
All right, I'll be able to see
Ether.
Steve Bushel's images of.
I've got Mrs. Bushel's contributions. Yes.
A short play for radio. Well, hello, Jamie and Richard, says Steve. Firstly, thank you for showing my cake for Colonel White's birthday. It
Yes.
did make my family laugh. By the way, Lee is now tempting my cat to come into interview. That's why he's slightly frustrated. Come on, sit down.
Don't climb on that.
No, anyway, so here's a couple of other images to celebrate Captain Scarlett's 50th anniversary,
don't
says
do
Steve.
that
The
on
first is me in my Captain Scarlett outfit, made for me by my wife. Lee,
Yes.
look.
There's Steve.
Oh no, that's fantastic. Oh, that's brilliant.
Good old Mrs. Bushel.
Oh.
And the second is a cross stitch that she also made for me. Can we see that? Look at that.
Oh my goodness me.
Isn't that
That's
lovely?
lovely.
And lastly, our daughter is called Scarlet, which we made together.
Oh.
That's nice, isn't it?
Dirty.
Oh.
Completely inappropriate content.
Unfortunately, now this is terribly sad news. She's not interested in Gerry's works, but luckily she does indulge in my passion.
That's some serious indulging,
It
doing
is.
you a cross stitch and a uniform.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
Blimmin' heck. That's amazing. In fact,
I hope you lounge around, in the evening, watching television wearing that, because I think that would be fantastic. I'd do that.
Yeah, I would,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
something to do later.
yeah, quite right.
Smoking a pipe.
Just on the theme of indulging people's weird whims, is this
Where's
a good
this going?
point to bring out the artwork that Lee's done for you and for us?
Oh, yes, I think this is probably a good moment. So, as you know, artist extraordinaire Lee Sullivan is a bit of a whiz. Bit of a whiz with your pen and your pencil and the old paint. And over the years, we've sort of met at various conventions, haven't we?
We have
back in the
indeed,
day?
yeah.
And he's very kindly made some things for us, hasn't he, Jamie?
He's made some things for us,
So we're going
yes.
slightly off piece, but we're staying within the sci-fi oeuvre to bring you.
I love an over
Yeah, yes.
when it's over.
To bring you
We're so off-piste now.
the Three Doctors in the style of Lee Sullivan, and this is me as John Pertwee, and Lee as William Hartnell, and Jamie as Patrick Troughton from the famous Three Doctors. Is it the Radio Times? Was that
It is
the?
a Radio
Yeah.
Times
Look
photo.
at that! Isn't that quite amazing?
Yes, yes.
Very proud of that.
Yeah.
So that's something that Lee did.
Wonderful
and also,
Chesterfield.
something that brings me enormous pleasure, and I have to bring out the whole shebang here because I made a little
Something
presentation of it. I was lucky enough. Well, shall I tell a story?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, do you
No, I
have
won't.
to?
So again, look. Lee has drawn a picture of me in Fifth Doctor garb.
Yes, that's good there.
How's that? And as you can see, it's next to a signed picture of Peter Davison, and also a couple of Big Finish CDs in which I appear as Rembrandt in a story called The Waters of Amsterdam, directed by Jamie Anderson. So I've made a little thing.
Wow, that we're all
Don't
connected.
Look at
Suddenly,
that,
suddenly
isn't
we're all
that-
connected, aren't
Yeah.
we? Wow.
Yes.
So
And
yes.
I had Lee's Cybermen versus Dalek space battle poster on my wall
Yes.
for a very, very long time, which I keep telling him
Yeah.
at various points. And I now have a print of it on my office wall.
But
He
now-
told me so many times I gave him a big print of it to shut
Yes.
him up.
Yeah. And to Lol Spencer, amazing work, Lee. Some people would call that slightly obsessive, Richard says, Andrew Clements. What, me making my little presentation?
No!
So look
Self-obsessive,
at this.
possibly.
Let's drag it back to Gerry Anderson. I just wanted
look.
to show you this as well, which is from Steve Fisher, who some of you may know, who gifted me this fantastic painting of Orin from Space Precinct.
It's an amazing likeness.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to take
Almost
that. But
indistinguishable.
isn't it wonderful?
It's uncanny.
Lots of thumbs up and hearts for that. Look, people seem to like that.
Everyone
That's
loves
lovely, isn't it?
Orin.
So thank you, Steve. That was very kind of you, and I thought it deserved a bit of an airing.
Yes, it did.
What were we
Lovely.
saying? Oh, we were on questions, weren't
It's
we?
because we did the, people
Andrew-
indulging a whim.
Yeah.
Andrew says, why does Jamie look like the Belgian Prime Minister in that illustration? That's
Belgian Prime Minister.
See,
Does he?
actually, well, I think, I was being prescient. That's all I can say about that.
The Belgian Prime Minister.
I mean, it's not the most flattering likeness, Lee, is it?
I'm quite happy with mine.
The best I could do.
Best
Look at
to do with the material available.
I look quite Pertweean, don't I?
You do.
Which is a new word I've just made up.
Anyway, lots of hearts for that.
Yeah. Right, get back to questions.
Moving
Yes,
on,
back to your stuff, because we don't need to indulge in this nonsense.
Right, Rick Van Grieken.
Yes,
Hi, Jamie and Richard. Doesn't mention you, Lee.
No.
but highly anyway.
I hope you're both well.
I'm not
he
thinking
says.
it personally.
Again, doesn't mention you.
No, that's
I'm excited about your next broadcast. Well, you're involved there, so you can be. I've recently been binging Terrorhawks after I finally got hold of all 3 network releases, and I'm looking
Good
forward to
man.
binging other Gerry Anderson shows later in this summer. He just wants us to know that his birthday is on the 3rd of September, so a shout-out would be the kindest thing ever. Well, happy birthday to you, Rick.
Happy birthday, Rick.
I thought he was going to sing then. He should
I was going to happy
no,
birthday
please don't.
to
So, he
Rick.
has 2 questions. Favourite Joe 90 episode?
I can't remember I think it's probably the earliest one where the jet car takes off for the first time. There's some amazing Barry Gray music in it as it takes off, and and all the wheels and stuff come up.
Great. Well, I'm sure if that rings any bells, let us
You
know which
know.
episode you think that might be.
You
Yes,
know.
that's right. Joe 90 favourite episode, Jamie?
King for a day.
King for a Day.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
afraid
just
I
not
don't know Joe 90 at all. Isn't that a terrible thing to say?
You should leave the room now.
I should leave the room quietly.
Goodbye.
Secondly, any chance of the Thunderbirds John Thaden novels getting an audio adaptation like the Captain Scarlett ones?
Most Special Agent.
Oh, thank you.
was the name.
Yes,
thank you,
that's
thank you
right.
to Ross for that.
Yeah, it's the first one.
And Ross, I think it was your birthday recently as well, so also
Happy
shout out
birthday,
to
Ross.
you.
Crikey.
What was the question again? Sorry.
Well, Thunderbirds novels.
Oh, yes.
Are they getting an audio adaptation, do you think?
as I've already mentioned, the Big Finish audio adaptations of the Spectrum Files are the John Thaden novels made into enhanced audiobook format with Wayne Forrester, Liz Morgan, and narrated by David Graham. I would love to do the Thunderbirds John Thaden novels in due course.
They're really great.
Yeah, they are. There's so many of them as well. Isn't that 8
What
of them
might,
or something?
I've only got the first 3. I only ever had
Ring
the
of
first 3, I
Fire
think.
and
yeah,
something
but
like that.
they're
Anyway,
really great stuff.
They're great, and I
Very
hope
well
we'll get a
written.
chance. But right now, it's not on the cards. But I think if the Scarlet Spectrum Files go down well, then we're in with a good chance.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint. Please buy them. Thank you.
John Hill, I think, says that Joe 90's 50 next year.
He is, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. We're coming up to all these anniversaries now, aren't we?
Yeah, Joe 90 next year,
Yeah.
Secret Service the year after. We'll be doing a lot to celebrate that, I should think.
Yeah, Space Precinct 25th anniversary in 2019.
Yeah.
Just around the corner.
Loads of stuff going.
Anyway, and he finally, Rick says, give my regards to your special guest.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Rick.
Regards.
Yeah, regards.
Um,
Slightly distant.
Didn't we also get Rick's cake?
Rick's cake.
Yeah.
Well, you might be right. Have you got a picture of Rick's
Rick,
cake? Oh,
got-
yes,
got
Rick's
a-
cake.
Rick's
Yes.
cake, you know.
Oh, yes, I do
Rick's
remember that.
cake.
Cakey
Oh,
the cake.
Cakey McCake face.
Yeah, well, Rick got a special Thunderbirds cake for his
Yes.
birthday, and
Oh,
here
God,
it
there it
is.
is.
Wow.
With printed scenes from Thunderbirds and chocolate slugs, by the look of it.
Yeah.
And some
I have-
strawberries.
Lovely.
I hope those photographs were nice and crunchy.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're edible.
Making my mouth water. Look.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
If you have any
Oh.
photographs of cake you'd like us to show in the next episode, do send them to fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk and we'll show pictures
Courtesy
of
of
your
Bake Off.
cakes. Yeah, exactly.
When is Supercars anniversary? 2020, I suppose.
Well, now,
I suppose 2020, yeah.
I can tell you that.
Oh.
Because Supercar began production in September 1960.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's one of my facts for the what happened on this month.
Almost had my eye out.
Yeah.
Do
Very
you want
spiky.
to, when we're on Supercar, do you want to say what that is and do a little spiel about
This
it?
is one of my first, the toy that I had first. My mum and dad bought me one of these and a little budgie version, which is about so long, which I didn't bring with me today because this is a bit more unusual. I'll get it over Richard's shirt. Look at that.
Yeah. beautiful.
Absolutely
It
lovely.
is a beauty.
This is a vinyl toy with plug-in fins and the wings go in and out.
Which I almost broke earlier.
Yeah,
on.
and well, it's the canopy, you see.
Oh, it's going to be so careful.
It is a lovely thing, and if you look carefully on the internet, there's a picture of me sniffing the inside of it. So
Yes, if you go to my Facebook page after this, then you can see Lee sniffing it he likes the smell of
because
it.
the sort of thing you do when you're a child, when you've finished flying around the world with it, is then you just sort of take it apart. Or at least I did with everything, and you try and eat it a little. And it had a particular vinyl smell.
Do give us a wow face if you're surprised that Lee sniffs his toys.
Does it still smell of them? Does it have a smell?
Well, like you don't sniff your own.
Let's have a. Does it have a?
You have to. Here's a. Oh no,
Where's
we
the
nearly
best-
had Jamie's eye out.
the
We have to take
optimum
off
place
the nose cone.
Right.
Take off the old nose.
Lee, there are quite a few
No,
people
you have
who
to,
thought
it's
it
a
was
bit like
weird.
bagpipes theory.
Are you going to puff a little bit?
Puff it. Oh.
Yeah, Lee, lots of wow faces that think you're weird for sniffing the toys,
Yep.
and now Richard also is weird.
Yep.
Thank you for those.
That was
Now the police are trying to contact us.
Children,
Possibly the strangest thing.
children at home, do not try this at home. Do not sniff your toys. Do not pull the end off your supercar
Don't sniff my
and sniff
toys.
the end of it.
No.
And don't sniff Lee's toys, especially.
Just
Thank
don't
you.
pull the end off your supercar.
I think it's time to move on.
Yes, more questions. I do have some
Yes.
more emails.
Do them. Go.
Quite a long one here, but quite a nice one from Hester Moy. I know September is the 50th anniversary of Captain Scarlett, as we know, but September also happens to be the month that my husband and I will celebrate our second wedding anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
So, for September the 12th, I would like to say happy anniversary to my husband Danny, who without fail has watched and I think usually contributed in some way or other towards every Fab Live so far. Danny Moy, yes he has.
Thank you, Danny, yes.
Yes, I've also started watching the last few shows. Oh, just the last few shows. And have to
Well, at
say...
least they got into their stride then, I think.
That's right, the later work.
Yeah.
And I have to say, you always make me giggle. And Richard, I love Fab or Fib.
Oh, I see.
So that's great.
Don't
You're
encourage
my kind of
him.
woman. Not having a massive amount of even basic J. Anderson knowledge, I never have much chance of getting it right, but I still enjoy the challenge and the funny fibs. I'd like to say thank you to Jamie for all the work you're doing in promoting the Alzheimer's Society.
Oh, thank you.
I sadly lost my much-loved Nan to this awful disease early this year, so always like to support the charity when given the opportunity to do so.
Brilliant, thank you.
Keep up the fun show. And is there any chance of Andacon next year? That would be amazing. Plus, then she won't have to put up with another year of when is the next Andacon going to be from her husband.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Hester. Well, thank you, Hester.
Yes.
It's the next Andacon
Yes,
going.
exactly.
He's always asking me that.
Yeah.
I'm really hopeful next year, actually.
Right.
But
Yes.
it's just such a huge thing to organise, and there's so much going on. You see every month all the news that's coming out. That just is indicative of all the work that's going on behind the scenes. Plus, we've got tons of Firestormy stuff going on. Yeah, Firestorm stuff. If you are a backer, you would have received an email recently saying that finally Steve Begg has been released from his shackles on some big Hollywood
the
film with
dungeon.
Liam Neeson, but I don't know why he'd do that.
Slumming it.
And he's now back on Firestorm full time with us, and we're trying to get your deliverables ready for December, so it's not long now. And we're also going all over the place getting that going, other things happening, so we're super busy. That is basically the big excuse for me to say I don't know when next Andacon will be, but I hope it will be next year because they are great fun.
Yes.
And it means
Brilliant.
Richard gets to dress up in his orange uniform and run around with his gun out.
Oh,
Who wouldn't?
yeah.
And Lee gets to sit around and draw stuff,
Yeah.
which is what's not to like about those two
Absolutely.
things.
Absolutely.
If I get sit next to Mike Noble again,
Ah,
my life
great.
will be complete.
Breaking news, James Fielding likes to sniff old books. So let us know what you'd like to sniff.
Oh, yes,
And,
do let us know in the comments what you like to sniff. I'm going to sniff a new book.
A new book, that does
Well,
smell
they have
good,
a
doesn't
sort
it?
of more
Oh,
chemical
actually,
smell, don't they? And there's
It's
a vinyl
not,
thing.
it's not bad smelling. I'm
That
wafting
is
it.
nice.
That's quite sweet.
That is quite sweet,
Quite
isn't it?
sweet, yeah.
But I mean, this is a proof copy, so
Oh.
maybe proofs
Ah.
smell. Anyway,
Can't
this is,
smell a Kindle, can you?
You-
That's what I always say.
well, it always smells the same, whatever the book. That's the problem.
Yes. Harry Rayner says, hi guys. So you're included in that, I think, Lee. Do you
well-
think there will be a Captain Scarlett Spectrum pistol replica similar to the Thunderbirds replica gun released a while back?
Why don't you get your dirty old pistol out, Lee?
A Captain Scarlett pistol.
You say?
Oh, look at that
Look
one.
at that is a 1960s cap gun, which if it had caps in, it would go bang, and you'd all be so frightened. You'd
Hang on, we
have
can
heart attacks.
synchronise.
Oh right, okay, and there you are. It also has this was terrific at the time. It's got an oil here hole in there for some reason, but you push the trigger back, and nothing happens. Oh, there you are. The caps are revealed.
Oh,
Wind the
talking of
caps on
smells, the smell of caps.
there. Oh, it's still got some of that smell in there.
There is a bit of residual
Oh,
smell
look at
from the
that.
caps.
Oh,
If only this was smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
yes. I
This
hope
has
you
got
can
to be
tell.
the weirdest episode of Fab Live ever, isn't it?
Yes, it already is the weirdest.
Nice.
What does James have? I have the Scarlet water pistol. Do you have a Scarlet water pistol, Lee?
I did have, and I also had there were two versions. There was like the water pistol, which was the white and red thing, and there was another one which was I think it had a clicker, but I don't know.
Andrew
No, I don't have
Sierre.
any more.
Andrew Sierre says, I guess I better sniff my old Captain Scarlett DVDs.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I think you ought to.
I think you
And
should.
then let us know how they smell.
Chris
There's a lot
Dale-
of sniffing to be done if
Yeah.
you haven't been doing much
Yeah.
of it for a
Chris
while.
Dale specifically says that Doctor Who DVDs and action figures often smell lovely, but the books are more strokable.
Yeah, strokeable.
We haven't moved on to stroking yet, have we? That's pretty hardcore.
Well,
Right.
I think
thought
stroking is another month.
Can I suggest we
Entirely.
move on to some more viewer emails?
I like
This
the
is
smell
getting
of
very
cats, says
weird.
James.
You like the
Yeah.
smell of cats? Caps, right.
Caps.
What's the next
But the
viewer
other one was a Robert
email?
Dark
My wife
one.
likes
Well,
the
that's
smell
not
of
the one
cats.
I was thinking of, but yes, James Fielding.
What's
there
that?
was, it wasn't a dark, or maybe it was. I don't know. The memory plays tricks.
I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, viewers of Fab Live. I don't know what's happened.
Listen, this is what they want, but please, I'd just like to butt in here. Please share this broadcast because all your friends would love to know
Yeah.
how things smell.
Imagine what they would think about this.
Yeah, exactly.
Share it and comment that it's the weirdest thing you've ever watched,
Yeah,
and
possibly.
that we're advising sniffing old toys.
Harry Rayner says also, can we get updates on potential transmissions of episodes on free-to-air or satellite TV channels like Sci-Fi for
Well,
old and
Harry,
new episodes of Gerry's series?
As ever, you've got to email these companies and say you want to see it.
Yeah.
But Forces TV have been showing UFO, and I think they want to show more stuff. So email them and say you want to see it.
Yep.
It may be that in due course they will screen some of these amazing old shows. They should do. I mean, I was chatting to some people from Japan today, and they were saying basically that at any one time in Japan there is always a classic Gerry Anderson show
Amazing.
playing out. Always, every day. So
Yeah.
that's amazing, and it should be the same here.
Yeah.
Ashley Bell says, I guess this is for you, Lee. Lee, did you ever meet Gerry Anderson? Did you ever meet my daddy?
No, it was. There was an opportunity when I was working on the Thunderbirds comic magazine. Sorry, the comic was the other one that came before that. Thunderbirds Magazine. They had a competition, an art competition, judged by Gerry and also by my editor, Donna Wickers. Donna, I will never forgive you for this. And she didn't invite me along, so I never got to meet him. And that would have been my one opportunity to do it. But you know, I loved the man even though I didn't meet him. And now I love his son too.
Oh.
Oh, it's taken a bit of a turn now, isn't it?
No, it's nice.
Shall
I get to
I
get
leave
your
you
silver
to-
medal. Anyway, yes. Isn't that nice? What
It
a
is
nice
nice,
man. But
yes.
I'm sorry you didn't get to meet him. I'm sure... he loved your bits and pieces. Your
Did he?
artwork, I mean. Oh, goodness me. This
Lots
is
of
like
people
a
have said that
terrible
over the years.
carry-on film.
It's awful, isn't it?
But increasingly fewer times.
More questions?
I
There
think
are
we
more.
should get on with
I
it,
do have some more.
please.
These were all sent to us over the last
Loz
few weeks.
says definitely the strangest episode I've seen, but also the funniest. Well, Loz.
Now, if a movie was to be made, who would you want to see play Captain Scarlett and Co? Says Ian Fielding.
Oh, I don't know. Not Danny Dyer, though. Sorry, Dan.
Oh.
Someone suggested him recently. I
Leave
thought,
it at!
yeah, it's not right, is
What
it?
about Daniel Mays? He looks a bit Scarlettish, doesn't he? No.
I'm not
Not a
sure.
big fan.
It's really difficult to pick a. I mean, we do know some dark-haired, handsome actors,
Who could he mean?
but I don't know.
But
It's
We
unfortunately,
just-
smell quite nice.
no, stop it. So, anyway, more questions. Richard and Jamie, here's a question for you. Which Captain Scarlett from the original did you like the most and why? For me personally, says Dominic, it would either have to be Manhunt or Inferno. Manhunt, because it's such a thrilling episode, and Inferno, because the score in the opening scene, which was last used in Thunderbirds, made a very welcome return. Is that true?
yeah.
Great.
Barry started recycling a lot of cues after Stingray, I think, and well, why not? They're all great.
Sure, yeah.
But they were, yeah. It was nice to hear those things. I love that sense of familiarity.
There's something in Stingray, which I think turns up later on in Scarlet.
Yeah, Stingray stuff comes up in Scarlet, I think, quite a lot. But it's brilliant. That familiarity is so important. All the cues, all the location cues that Barry would do were one level of familiarity, so you know what was coming, you knew where they were going, but also the fact these things cropped up again because they were so good. Yeah.
I'd just like to say this is on another series, but the end credits music of UFO is fabulous. And I know when it first came on, I just sat there and thought, what the hell was that? But it's great, and it really gets better and better. Nice sonically atonal stuff. Marvellous.
Kit Harington for Scarlet is a suggestion there.
Yes, I also saw Peter Capaldi for Colonel White. What do you think?
Yeah, okay,
I
fine.
mean, he's looking for work. Let's face
Oh,
it.
yeah.
He is available.
He's given,
Yeah.
he's
I
given
hear.
up a big job, I think.
I can't
true.
think of Kit Harington without the Northern accent, though. Northern accent Scarlet seems a bit strange. Nothing wrong with that, though, but...
Dominic also says he's using us as a messaging service now, which I suppose is all right. To my fellow people, who is going for special assignment? He's going as Captain Cyan. Yes, I made that up. he
Oh,
said.
nice.
That's a sign.
Yes,
Maybe
do
it is.
give us a thumbs up if you're going to special assignment at the end of the month.
And what is special assignment?
It's
those that don't know.
Fanderson's convention, which is taking place in Maidenhead at the end of the month.
Great. Not so very far from here, Lee, is it?
No.
And lots of exciting
Have you
guests
been
going on, I
invited?
think.
I'm very busy. I haven't been anywhere for ages.
He's
'cause
working
I've just
non-stop,
I've
isn't
been
he?
on the stage, darling.
Yes, we hope you enjoy that, folks who are going.
Paul Hyde. Hi, Jamie and Richard. Loving the show, as always. Keep up the fab work. A question for you. Will you be at London Comic Con at the end of October, as it's the start of the Captain Scarlett 50th birthday? It would be great if you were there. I'll be there like a shot if you'd be there,
Oh,
says Paul.
no being there like a shot in that case.
No,
I can't make it. I'm
Yeah.
busy boy working. Richard's doing rehearsals and stuff.
Oh, rehearsing and then performing, yes.
And I'm not going because I'm drawing comics. So.
Yes.
Rivers of London, by the way. I should mention that.
Don't.
No, I think
Do
that's fair
that.
enough. What's that? So, go on.
No. Oh,
What?
come on. What's Rivers of
think you
London,
should.
Lee?
No, I'm not telling you
Sounds
now.
fantastic.
No,
It does.
they can go out and find it.
Is that the thing by Mr. Aronovich?
Ben Aronovich.
Ben
that's
Aronovich,
right.
yes.
And Andrew Cartmel,
Yeah.
comic book based on the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, available
Clearly
from...
unhappy now.
Oh, available from where?
All good bookshops.
All
But
good
Titan,
bookshops.
Titan, basically. Forbidden Planet, Titan...
Andrew Joseph is mentioning some old Terrorhawks audio books or something, and it's disappeared now. And how about releasing them or something? I just saw it flash up, but I can't see.
Scrolling back.
Yes, here we go.
I have all the old Terrorhawk storybook cassettes. Any plans on releasing these? I can transfer
Oh,
them if
that's
needed.
very generous of you, Andrew, but I don't think there's any plans at the moment. There'll be a rights nightmare, all that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Carla, lovely Carla, who you saw in a dress earlier on.
Right.
Yes, hello, Carlo. We've
almost
seen you.
in a dress, yes. She's saying nice things about Rivers of London rocks.
Yeah, great. That's
Kirsty
fantastic.
Brown says, "Squee love Rivers of London." So
well,
you're
this-
very
Kirsty, how
popular
lovely.
tonight, aren't
Thank you very
you?
much.
Bless him.
We're really in the shade, aren't we? I'm not sure we should have a guest again.
No. This is the
It's
first
not
and
working
last
out at all, is it?
Fab Live with a
Yeah,
guest.
absolutely. Right, and then Duncan Moss finally says, hello Duncan. He says, hi Jamie and Richard. It's really great that there are drawings and sketches as extras on the Terrorhawks DVDs.
It is.
And hopefully also on the new Captain Scarlett ones as well. Although I always feel not enough use is made of the whole screen. So, yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. Please could we have this wonderful art released as books, he says. I still think this is the best way to present concept art,
Oh, goodness
storyboards
me.
and sketches and so on. A Space Precinct one, he says, would also be nice.
I agree about that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just seeing a
What do you feel
concept
about a
art book.
Space Precinct one? Do you think that would be good?
Yeah,
no,
I'd buy it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, be there like a shot.
It would be good. I think coffee table books like that, Duncan, are just so expensive to put out. But you never know. Maybe a sort of collected Gerry Anderson concept artwork, 1983 to 2005 or similar,
Yeah.
could be done.
Yeah.
Potentially, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Because on the Terrorhawks DVDs and Blu-rays, for those who haven't seen, there's a lot of Steve Begg's original artwork, original designs for the Zeroids, original Battlehawk, all that sort of stuff. And actually, more recently, he's given me some secret stuff, including Snowhawk, which he designed, and the way the model was going to work sounds amazing. So it would be nice to get those things out there.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another one that was recently
Seahawk?
realised?
Seahawk.
Yeah, Seahawk.
Seahawk. Chris Thompson realised Seahawk for us recently, which is brilliant.
Oh, Gary Hodgson
Yay,
says
Chris.
there is a book about Space Precinct, actually. The best book on Space Precinct is by a certain Mr. James, he says.
Gary.
Which James would that?
Well, who could he possibly
I
mean?
don't know.
Christina Sale says, oh, I should tell you my four... And then it's disappeared. My four what?
John Master of
My
Giovanni.
4-year-old daughter saw the opening to Captain Scarlett and is now interested.
That is quality parenting right there. Now you have to make sure she watches the whole
A
thing,
man
but don't
fate
get her
has
scared.
made
Yeah.
indestructible.
Well, that's excellent, isn't it? It's rather like Peter Littman's lovely story over the last few months about showing old episodes to his class,
P.D.
inspiring
James.
a whole new
Did
generation.
P.D. James write that?
P.D. James, no.
Matt
Must have
Goodwin.
been.
Google
Must
it.
have
Good for you.
And that concludes the emails over the last month. If
Well
you would
done.
like us to read out any questions or to
Be
show
sure
your...
what inspired. There was a question for me down there.
Hang on.
Yeah.
We're all looking off screen.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
on a monitor this month, you
Okay,
see.
who or what inspired me to become a comic strip artist? Well,
That's
actually, we've already mentioned one of them, Mike Noble, certainly. But all the people that worked on TV comic initially had Fireball XL5 in it. I'm not sure they had Supercar. They had Fireball XL5. Neville Main drew Fireball, and he also drew Doctor Who. And so, although he's a very simplistic kind of comic art guy, he kind of started it off for me, I suppose. But I quickly, when TV21 came along, and this is a fairly good time to promote this, which is my TV. It's not focusing at all.
No, the autofocus isn't very good, I'm afraid.
Okay.
So
It's a TV21 Special Agent badge, which is one that I got from TV21 back in the day. You had to buy it for about 2 and 6, I think. Absolute fortune. But the chrome has kept remarkably well. Anyway, so TV21 was full of absolutely gorgeous art, and it was a brilliant comic because it managed to stitch together the various worlds of Gerry Anderson in cunning ways, so that you had Fireball turning up in Scarlet and all that kind of stuff, and a genius. But Mike Noble remains my favourite artist, and it's been one of the happiest coincidences that I've managed to get to work with him this late on. So there you are, Mike Noble, all those people.
So are we talking, you know, back in the day when, as a child, you would look at the comic strips. Would your eye automatically seek out who was the illustrator? Who was?
Well, they didn't tell you in those days. So it was a long time until I found out these guys' names, but you could tell by their styles. They're such great. I mean, Embleton and Bellamy and Noble. I mean, their work is absolutely different to each other, but each of them is just brilliant quality work. Stunning comic strip work. Bellamy is a genius because he's a graphic design kind of guy, and if you look at his line work, it's so simple, but he gets fantastic images. Mike does very, very complex imagery, and he does things in fantastic detail. I know when people can do this stuff, and he really can do it, and he can do it in a way I can't. And there's something which is now going to flash up before your eyes.
So what? Tell me about this XL5 thing.
That is a work that I commissioned from Mike when I realised I knew him, and he might be susceptible to that. And I twisted his arm very hard, and he drew that for me. And
it's a beauty.
It's a beautiful thing. It's Steve Zodiac and Fireball and Snow. That takes me back to my childhood in a big way.
Yeah, it's lovely. Dominic Riley says Lee is now TV21's most special agent. Another blooming compliment for you.
I know, this isn't going at all well, is it?
Yeah. There we go. Andrew Clement says,
This
I think
is my last appearance on
yes,
FAB.
first and last.
Make the most of it.
Andrew thinks the differences between the artists' styles is what makes TV21 so fascinating and timeless.
Absolutely right.
Surely you'll agree with that. Shall we move on?
Yeah.
And next now you're eating.
Well, yeah.
What would you like to do?
What do you want to do?
I mean, we could
Masticate.
Oh, it's already going that way. We could do.
Well, we've got a lot to get through yet.
I know.
And we've got a table booked at 9
and
o'clock.
I have the badge to prove it. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So,
do you want Blankety Blank? Should we play Blankety Blank, everyone?
Blankety Blank. You'll love this,
Blankety
Lee. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've got a theme tune and everything.
Like we did last time with the old news.
Thank you.
Anyway, do give us a thumbs up if you want to see Blankety Blank, because whether you do it
will.
or not, you're going to see Blankety Blank.
Yes,
Oh, look.
yeah.
Those
Blankety
little
Blank.
floaty things.
There we go.
I
You give
know.
them a thumbs up. You see.
And here we are with Fab Live 8's edition of Blankety Blank.
Appearing tonight on Virgil Tracy, Destiny Angel, Officer Orange, Atlanta Shore, Captain Scarlett, and Dr. Venus. And here are your hosts, Richard James and Jamie Anderson.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
hang on. Now what's happened?
That's a bad start. You had an answer up
Is that
there.
mic up, Jamie?
Yes, the mic's up now, and you had an answer straight up front, which has ruined it. So we hope you missed that. Oh no! Don't let. Oh,
I put so much effort into it.
sorry. That's
Actually, I didn't put any effort into it this month because all of these Blankety Blanks were sent in by our lovely viewers.
Yes.
It's even worse.
Oh, Harry Rayner's laughing at us. Andrew
Yeah.
Sierra's laughing. Everyone's laughing at us, but it's fine.
Oh, you say laughing
He
at
does-
us?
No, Andrew says he doesn't know what he read, so he can still enter it.
Excellent, yes.
Anyway, thank you to Andrew Clements for our opening
Yes.
video there. Thanks,
Yeah.
Andrew. I hope you could hear that okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Poor Jamie.
Anyway, should we play Blankety Blank now?
So, Blankety Blank obviously is in the old style
Blankety
of
Blank,
the
Blankety
old
Oh,
the old
no,
1980s,
no,
1990s game
no,
show
yes.
with a long microphone that Kenny Everett used to bend.
Oh, you like one of those?
Excellent.
Ah.
So we have there's actually a bit of fluff on there.
It's
Don't think I
rather
want that on my
dusty.
face.
It's
So
off the
our
other
first
end.
one was sent in. In fact, two of these were sent in by Harry Rayner, and I thought they were so good I decided to
Steal.
use them both up. Yes, the first one then These are all from Captain Scarlett.
Obviously.
Obviously, because it's the 50th anniversary of Captain Scarlett. And so you need to tell me who said this and in which episode, as well as filling in the blank.
Right.
So, here is the quote. This is supposed to be an operational base, not a blankety blank. This is supposed to be an operational base, not a blankety blank. So who said that, in which episode, and what are those missing words?
Bag of crisps.
This is supposed to be an operational base, not a blankety blank. 2 words.
Well, it's blankety. Bagger.
Salt and vinegar.
Great. So any ideas on that?
This is supposed to be an operational base, not a blankety blank.
Yes.
Pan.
So non-operational toaster, says Andrew Clements. Yeah. No, not quite. No. Let's have a look. See what.
We've got quite a few correct ones coming up here.
It is
Scott,
indeed.
Ross,
Yeah.
Mark, Andrew.
Okay, there we are.
Charlotte.
So it is from White as Snow, of course.
Oh, look at that.
And the answer is this is supposed to be an operation. This is supposed to be an operational base, not a
rest centre.
There we are.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you, Harry, for
Yes.
that one.
I think you may have misspelt his surname.
No, you misspelt it.
Ah, fine.
I corrected it for you, Harry.
Well done.
Would you believe it, Harry? You spelt your Rainer with an O. Raynor. Very American sounding there.
There is a Rainer. Isn't there a Doctor Who writer? Who's a Raynor?
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, you were wrong and I corrected
There's
it.
Richard Piers Rayner, who was he's another one with an E.
Oh, another E. You're not helping at all. The second one again is from Harry Rayner.
Yes.
Again, I'd like to know who said this, in which episode, and what the missing word is. Only one word this time. So much energy in one tiny...
Blank.
So much energy in one tiny...
Blank.
So tell me, who said that, in which episode of Captain Scarlett, and what's that missing word? So much energy in one tiny blank.
Helen, says Chris Dale. So much energy in one tiny Helen. I don't think it's that, Chris.
Pulsator.
Chipmunk.
I like the word
I think
pulsator.
Tic Tac. I think these people are taking the mickey.
Yeah, this is
No,
just like a Tourette's version, isn't it?
Just because we're messing around doesn't mean you can.
Yes. Will you take this seriously, please, class?
So the answer, as a few of you have...
Who's got the answer?
We won't
Let's
let you
just have
play
a...
We
pirates
did
if
see it there.
Will Farrell's
Dominic
got it
John
right.
Bailey has got it.
Pulsators.
Yes.
Everyone's got a,
Yes,
got-
Ross
everyone's
Patterson.
got a pulsator,
Who
Yeah.
knew a pulsator had so much energy?
and they're right.
There you go. It is indeed so much energy
Gerbil.
in one tiny
That's
pulsator.
right, yeah.
Thank you, Harry, for those two.
I like
And
that.
the final
Harry,
one is
Gerbil.
from Andrew Sierre, who sent in this one. Do I get a blank? Do I get a blank? Who said that in which episode?
Do I get a womble? Do I get a toddler?
Yes. Do I get a blank? Helen is the name of the Doctor Who writer. Helen Rayner.
Oh,
Says Andrew
that's
Sierre.
it.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
Andrew. That's right. And that's spelt with an O, I think.
Yeah, this is the problem with the delay, you see.
Yeah.
So, I mean, these are
Was
probably...
Gerbil one of the writers too?
Gerbil Rayner, you
Gerbil
know.
Rayner. Yeah, she's lovely. Lovely.
Oh, sticker, no.
No.
Do I get a sniff?
Do I get a toddler?
See us afterwards.
Yeah. Jennifer Whitby, well, you might be onto something there.
Oh, they're coming through now.
Yes,
Look,
Ethan's
look.
got it, Chris Honey's got it,
Yeah.
Only
Dominic
took him a few
Riley's got
seconds
it.
to Google it.
Yeah.
Do I get a prize? As Paul Mack said, not for an answer like that, Paul. Sorry.
No, it is, in
Oh.
fact, do I get a coconut? Said Lieutenant Green from Crater 101. Thank you, Andrew. And that concludes this month's very exciting
Thankfully.
edition.
And not to mention traumatic.
Blankety blank.
Oh, thanks everyone for sticking
Great.
with us through that.
I think you need to tell the story about where you two met this evening before coming round and who you met there.
Oh yeah, what did I do with that?
I can't remember coming round.
It is a long time ago now. You took a picture, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I don't know what I did with it though.
Was it just not on your phone and you could just show it to the camera?
No, I'm gonna get it in quickly. Lee, tell us what happened this evening. I'm gonna try and get the image up.
All right.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna
this
wait.
evening we met at a pub near here, a location somewhere in England, which is the pub that Gerry Anderson and who was it? Who was actually with him at the time?
It took David. Well, they dined there quite a lot, but he took David Graham to the
David
pub
Graham.
in order
That's right,
to
of
do
course,
something
it's David
special.
Graham, yeah, and it's the very pub where the guy whose voice inspired and
Hang on.
rudeness, general rudeness,
Oh no!
inspired.
There we go.
There we are. That's as early.
So explain this photograph. Now I've messed everything up for the last 30 seconds.
Well, the man in the middle there is Connor. He is in many ways the modern day version of the guy, I don't know, do we know what his name was?
Arthur.
That's
Arthur the
right, yeah.
wine waiter.
Arthur the wine waiter, who was the inspiration for Parker. Because he came up to him and he said, hello, hey, hello, Mrs. Parker.
Or not.
Or not.
Would you like to see the wine list, sir, was the famous line.
Would you like to see the wine list, that's right. And so we bewildered this poor young chap who'd only barely heard of Thunderbirds to have a photograph taken with us in the self-same pub.
Yes.
Yes, and he was only slightly freaked out, wasn't he?
I think he's probably contacted
Childline.
the relevant authorities.
And a quote from David Graham: Gerry wanted me to listen to an old waiter's voice, so he beckoned him over, and the waiter said, and I quote, "Would you like to see the wine list, sir?" This was music to my actor's ear, and the voice, which I elaborated on, became the voice of the much-loved Parker.
There we go.
There you are.
So that's where we were this evening, in the King's Arms, and it was behind that bar where my mother Mary worked and where she first met Dad as well. So it's a very special place.
It was the very beginning of
Yes.
Jamie Anderson.
Absolutely. At
That's
the beginning
horrible,
of
isn't
it was where Parker and I were created in some weird way, distantly. Not actually created. Let's move on.
No.
Actually, very often, Chris Rea is to be found popping up the bar at the King's Arms. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Rea, yeah.
And what's the chap's name? Elton John's record producer who did the song with Kiki
Stuart
D.
Epps.
Stuart Epps, yeah.
right.
Anyway, very famous place.
Gosh.
Oh, I love Kiki D.
Yeah.
There was
Slightly
some
on
more
Street.
pointless frivolities and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, there was. It was great fun. Yeah.
Andrew Clement sarcastically says, "Now there's a story I've never heard before." All right, Andrew.
well,
Well,
no,
now you've
hang on.
seen.
But have you seen the accompanying photograph? Have you?
Now,
Have
listen,
you?
and also, Andrew, you have to remember there may be people watching this whose knowledge of the world of Gerry Anderson isn't quite as vast as your own. You know, we cater to all tastes. There might be many people who have never heard that story.
No.
Yes.
And now they've heard it from the lips of the great Lee Sullivan.
They've heard half of it because I
Exactly.
didn't know all of it.
No, well, it's
But
a
there you are.
start, isn't it?
It was very funny explaining to a group of young kids, just saying, "This is Jamie Anderson. He's the son of Gerry Anderson, who made." And I ran through the various things, and they sort of went, "May have heard of it,"
Of course they have.
but I had actually.
Andrew says he wasn't being sarcastic.
No.
I don't believe you.
We don't believe it.
Dominic Riley says, I bet David Graham gets sick of people doing Parker impressions. Well, does he?
He said he loves it to
I
me
bet
the
he
other
does.
day. His favourite thing is when people do a really good Parker impression now.
Yeah. Yeah. It shows you've made an impression, doesn't it?
I may have been sarcastic there.
Yeah. Right. Well, listen.
Ross
yeah.
says, "What a lovely story." It is lovely, isn't it?
Thank you, Ross.
Anyway, Richard, are we doing this month in Gerry Anderson history?
Now we've taken them out.
Well, there's a title sequence for you to...
Crunch through.
Can we do that?
Do the title first.
Cue the titles. It's quite a short time sequence.
Well, God, give the guy a break.
Hey, they're only tiny biscuits. What?
How many did you
I
eat?
took a few.
Right, so what happened, Richard, in this month in Gerry Anderson history?
I've got quite a nice linking one here, actually. You'll appreciate this one, but I'll leave that one to last. Well, 4th of September 1975, we saw Space 1999's Breakaway being broadcast for the first time, followed a year later by the episode The Metamorph in 1976. Also, Barbara Bain from Space 1999 celebrates her birthday this month on the 13th of September. How old do you think she might be, or is that a bit rude?
Don't say that. Is her birthday actually on the 13th of September? Are you
Yeah.
Is that, you
Why?
sure?
Why?
Well, Richard, in the Space 1999 universe, that is the date on which the moon was blown out of Earth orbit. So I'm
Yeah.
wondering if you've got that from a reliable source. Or if it is an amazing coincidence. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, 13th September 1931.
While you're doing that, I'm going to look it up.
That's my information.
Gosh, I didn't know that, though. Please, can somebody confirm that's true? I'm
Did
gonna
Barbara
look it up.
Bain, is she celebrating her birthday on the 13th of September?
Or is Richard just feeding you up?
Andrew, yeah, can someone
line?
translate Richard's mouthful into English? How dare you? Nothing wrong with my diction.
Many people have wanted
on
to
the
know.
No, you're right.
Well, I thank you.
I can't believe that.
That is
I didn't know
extraordinary,
that.
isn't
No, September the 13th, 1-3. You're absolutely right. Isn't that a weird coincidence?
I mean, you think I
Amazing.
just make stuff up, don't you?
Well, it feels like it sometimes, but... and Chris Dale rightly says that would have made a great fab or fib.
Oh, Chris.
But it's
Well,
blooming
Wow.
fab.
But
Try
listen,
and pretend you haven't heard it.
if we're still going this time next year, people will have
Will
forgotten.
be out of fabs and fibs. So
Yeah,
it'll
we
come
might
up
well
again.
come back to that one.
That's amazing.
We
I'm
still
so
haven't done
pleased
Fab or
about
Fib,
that.
have
No.
Anyway, the 6th of September 1987 saw the Dick Spanner episode The Strange Affair of the Maltese Parrot Part 8 being transmitted.
On Network 7 with Janet Street Porter.
Could you do a Janet Street Porter?
Oh, do us an impression.
Great.
And the 6th of September is also uncannily my wedding anniversary.
Oh!
Happy wedding anniversary
Isn't that lovely?
to Lee
Boing, boing.
and Joe.
Great. Supercar began production in September 1960. Now,
Supercar.
Supercars.
It's going for him.
You're like this. This is one of my circular ones. I was quite pleased with this. Supercars David Graham.
Sorry.
Are you listening?
Yes.
It's very important we're listening.
Supercars David Graham based his voice for who?
Oh, Dr. Beaker.
Yes. On a veteran English actor, Felix Aylmer, who made many appearances in films with comedians such as Will Hay and George Formby, and who died on the 2nd of September, 1979. So you see, I came round full circle.
You went
there.
very September there.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, because this is all about
Gosh.
this month in Gerry Anderson
Yeah.
history.
And obviously, Captain Scarlett.
That's all I had time for, because I was
Cap-
rehearsing today.
Captain Scarlett first broadcast
Oh, yes,
on the
of
29th of
course.
September
Well, of course, it goes
1967.
without saying.
In case we hadn't already gone there. But, lots of stuff happened in September's because it's a good time of year to start doing stuff. Lee, lots of people wishing you happy wedding anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Ah,
I
is that
thank
lovely?
you. I thank
Got
you.
any plans?
Yes.
Oh, they're secret. Good.
Or rude?
He'd forgotten until just now. He only knew that because Richard had printed it out as a fact.
I'm slightly amazed it's come around so quickly, and I find myself somewhat unprepared for it. So,
Yeah.
but fortunately, my wife won't be watching this. About the last thing in the world she'll be watching is her husband on the internet.
Yes.
So there
Yes.
you are. So there you are. But happy anniversary, Joe.
Great.
Isn't Dr. Beaker and Brains the same actor? Says John Mastrogiovanni.
It's a wonderful name.
Is that actually? Did I get that right, John? That's a fantastic.
And he's
I hope
right, of
that's
course,
your real
isn't
one. It is. Yes, it's the same person.
Mastrogiovanni.
It's good old David Graham. Now
He was also a Dalek.
he
Daleks.
was.
He was
Daleks,
Dalek.
Early Daleks.
He was a Dalek, and now he's doing. In fact, I don't. Has it been announced yet? Oh, I don't want to ruin it.
don't.
Oh, Gerry.
And I've done a lot of work. I've done a lot of work recently with David, including the narration for the Spectrum Files. He's done something else for me, which I'm not sure has been announced or not, so I won't say anything. But there's something else too
Crumbs.
coming soon. Yeah, you're making lots of them. Should we move on to the thing everybody has been waiting for?
What's that? It can't be.
The end.
It's not
No,
really.
Well, we can all go home.
everybody's been waiting for Fab or Fib, which, because of this great man here, I'm gesturing at Scarlet, not at Richard,
Yeah, obviously.
has been retitled to.
Have you made a little thing?
Hang on. There's everything goes wrong here, so let's
Go on.
try.
Go on. Great.
That was good, wasn't it?
Okay.
That was uncanny.
Oh, so welcome to a special edition of Fab or Fib, renamed Spectrum is Green or Spectrum is Red or SIG or SIR for short. Shall I give them the rules while you're shuffling paper?
I can't find them.
He screwed them up. So while Richard's finding his...
I'll show you a picture of Captain Scarlett.
Lee's got a special badge to show you.
Look, this is a Captain Scarlett badge from the 1960s. It came with sugar puffs or smacks or one of those ghastly
fine.
things. You had to
It's all right,
eat
look
your
them
way
up.
through a whole packet of those. Really, I mean, one per breakfast is too many. And you got Captain Scarlett drawings, rather disappointingly, of Captain Scarlett and several of the team, plus a Spectrum logo. You got one badge per packet of cereal, and then you had to wade through the whole box and then get another one, which was then you get the same badge. You'd get Lieutenant Green time after time. So
That was seamlessly. Thank you
was,
very much
They'll
for,
never know.
for covering. I mean, for
Yeah.
telling us that.
They'll never know.
Wasn't
I screwed up
covering.
a piece of paper and threw it. Oh, I think it might be this piece here.
It's too late now.
No, it's not too late. It's never too late.
They're all waiting.
It's there. Well, I'm just whetting their appetite, aren't I?
I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
there we
Okay.
are.
I
Found
see.
it.
Now,
I found it, everyone.
now you're also full of
consummate
anticipation.
professional.
So, Fab or Fib, or this week, or this month.
SIG or SIR?
Yes, well, now the idea is I give you 5 facts from the Gerry Anderson universe, only one of which is true. So for this month only one of which is SIG, Spectrum is Green. The other 4 are SIR, Spectrum is Red. So which of the following facts are SIG or SIR? Only one is true.
Only one is SIG. You
Yes.
can't say SIG for every single one. You have
No.
to pick one and commit
Yes.
and commit. And once you've said SIG, you can't say it again.
Can't change your mind.
No.
Can't go back.
So
No.
hold it
Yeah.
back and be
Yeah,
careful.
Exactly. You'll enjoy this, Lee.
I love
You will
this.
enjoy
I
this,
love
Lee.
this.
Fact number one.
Fact number 1. Did you know that the 5 angels and defenders of Cloudbase, Destiny, Harmony, Melody, Rhapsody and Symphony were all named after brands of hairspray favoured by Sylvia Anderson in the 1960s? Did you know that the 5
She
angels,
had a lot of hair.
Destiny, Harmony, Melody, Rhapsody and Symphony were all named after brands of hairspray favoured by Sylvia Anderson? I mean, that's possible.
Totally
that could
plausible.
be SIG.
Yeah, I mean they are great names for
Yes.
Yeah.
hairspray.
Harmony, Melody.
Yeah, I can just
Here I
imagine.
am sitting between two bald men talking about hairspray.
I'm afraid my hairspray days are over.
While there's a plethora of Spectrum is Red across the
Really?
airwaves here.
Well,
Ross,
well.
Ian, Rick, Gary, Dominic, Scott all say Spectrum is Red.
All right.
In fact, Dominic said it twice. It's so red.
That's so emphatic.
Glyn and Kirsty agree.
Yeah.
Ashley Bell says Spectrum is green.
Okay, Ashley.
Ashley, thank you for a bit of faith
Yeah.
in that first
Well,
one.
we'll see. Fact number 2. Is it SIG or SIR? A Laserdisc pressing of classic episode Crater 101 was sent to
My
Mars
favourite.
as part of Britain's Beagle programme at the insistence of lead scientist and Gerry Anderson fan Colin Pillinger. Is that SIG or SIR? A Laserdisc pressing of classic episode Crater 101 was sent to Mars as part of Britain's Beagle programme at the insistence of lead scientist and Gerry Anderson fan Colin Pillinger. Could that be true or false? SIG or SIR? Only one of these is true, remember.
Anne says the hairspray is Spectrum is green. But
okay.
moving on to this one.
Well, then this can't be then in that case, Anne.
Yeah.
As far as you're concerned.
Okay,
let's
so
see.
Ian Fielding says this is
Shot the
Spectrum
bolt
is
there.
green. Andrew Joseph agrees, but others are saying Spectrum is red.
Okay.
Mark, Dominic,
I thought they were
John.
slimming wafers.
What was slimming wafers? Oh, what
don't
the brand names, Melody and maybe.
Could be.
Anyway, so lots of Spectrum is reds there. A couple of Spectrum is greens.
All right, fact number 3. The process by which Captain Scarlett achieves his indestructibility... Oh, no, that's number 4, isn't it?
Yes.
I saw you
Can we
give
do
me a
number
panicked
3,
look.
please?
Number 3. Series director Des Saunders once responded to requests to make the marionettes on the series more lifelike by attaching, shall we say, genital appendages to the male puppets.
Oh my god.
Is that SIG or SIR? Is that true or false? Did Des Saunders once respond to requests to make marionettes more lifelike by attaching genital appendages to the male puppets?
Martin Smith says Spectrum is red, red, red.
Wow.
That's
wow.
pretty serious.
He doesn't
Can
like
I
that.
just say that picture is genuinely of Des Saunders and Bob Bell.
Yes.
But obviously I have, put the Scarlet on top.
Yes.
Just to demonstrate
Of Jeff's
what everyone's talking
desk.
about. So there's a lot of Spectrum is red coming up here. Mark Simpson, Wedge, Chris Dale and Andrew Sierra said SIG.
Uh-huh.
But Ross Patterson, Paul, Mark and Andrew... Robert have all said Spectrum is red.
Right.
They disagree.
Okay, well, that's good.
Just as
Yeah.
a side note here, I have a
An
12-inch.
appendage.
I have a 12-inch
Finish the sentence,
nude
please.
doll, rubberized doll, over a
This is
steel
getting
armature
worse.
with the head of Tony Stark on it, and he does come with appendages.
Does he?
Yes, and
Okay.
I've called him Tony Starkers, and he's a star in his own right.
I think I've seen your
Yeah,
pictures
yeah,
on Facebook,
yeah,
Lee. I think I've seen those pictures.
I
Great.
haven't shown the appendage though.
No.
No.
So 3.
Oh, it's taken a dark turn,
So
hasn't it?
there's a lovely mixture of Spectrum is red and Spectrum is
Great,
green.
good.
For the marionette, so the
Look,
super
Dominic
Marion
John
appendage.
Riley said this got dark. Yeah, you're right.
You're
How
right.
many inches in difference between Scarlet and Black?
I'm
Well,
not sure that is an appropriate thing.
It's
I
not
think
an
the puppets were
appropriate-
very
stop
similar
that.
size.
Yes.
About 18 inches. Anyway, can we...
Yeah, I'm ready when you
Can we
are.
move on to fact number 4?
Fact number 4. The process by which Captain Scarlett achieves his indestructibility, retrometabolism, is being replicated by the Spectrum Institute in LA, who have so far managed to prolong the life of a rat by 2 years.
What is the normal lifespan of a rat,
About
Richard?
2 years.
Yeah, but if you prolong it by 2 years, then you make it 4 years, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
That's a 100% increase. You've got to be happy with that if you're a rat.
Yep.
And can I just point out that this... oh dear. This has stayed dark. This is a genuine photo of the real Spectrum
Yeah.
Institute, and
Yeah.
I haven't doctored that.
No, which may lend some credibility to this.
Exactly,
fact.
might lend some credibility. And also the metabolic pathway that you're seeing at the top there, it involves the INDY protein, which stands for "I'm not dead yet," and that is real. No, Lee, it's science, and science is interesting. If you don't agree, you can not come back. So
That's harsh. Things suddenly turned there.
Yeah, really, I know.
What's been so nice up until now, and then
Yes,
suddenly,
it's like that.
under the pressure of
snaps.
live broadcast.
I know, it's the pressure, isn't it? Number 4, SIG, says Anne. Anne, I think you said SIG something else. Charlotte Bone, Dennis Neal, Robert Hill all say SIG. They may be convinced by
I don't think
the real stuff.
counts.
No.
Biology bores me, no offence. Too late.
No offence. Well, I think offence taken.
You wait till you get the hot flushes. Then you'll
There's lots of SIG here.
be sad then.
Anyway, right, number 5.
And the final fact, number 5, is this SIG or SIR? Actor Francis Matthews, famous as the voice of Captain Scarlett, was once approached to revoice some recovered footage of Cary Grant from the classic movie North by Northwest. Is that true or false? Was Francis Matthews, famous as the voice of Captain Scarlett, once approached to revoice some recovered footage of Cary Grant from the classic movie North by Northwest?
Yes.
Is it SIG or SIR? True or false? It's simple, isn't it? That's all we need to know.
It is.
SIG,
SIG,
SIR.
SIR. So do you want to run quickly through facts 1 to 5?
Well, yes.
In fact, let's
Martin Smith could be tempted by that last one.
Oh, could he?
Yeah.
Yes, he said SIR, but could be tempted.
Easily
someone's
tempted.
forgotten the rules already. Great. Andrew Joseph said the second one was true. Well, okay. We'll see.
Dominic Ryan says SIG for number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Robert Hill, I think that's SIG,
Oh, see,
even though I
Hill's
already committed.
wavered now.
Yeah.
He's starting to regret the whole thing.
Exactly.
It's
Well,
too
we
easy.
all.
You've
Great.
got to hold back. Just hold back.
Yeah.
You know.
That's right. Excellent. Shall we go through
Good
the...
advice throughout life.
Should we recap the 5?
We better do a recap, yes.
So, firstly, did you know that the 5 angels, Destiny, Harmony, Melody, Rhapsody and Symphony, were all named after brands of hairspray favoured by Sylvia Anderson? Is that SIR or SIG? A
faces
Laserdisc
covered.
pressing of classic episode Crater 101 was sent to Mars as part of Britain's Beagle programme at the insistence of Colin Pillinger. Is that SIG or SIR? Series director Des Saunders once responded to requests to make the marionettes on the series more lifelike by attaching genital appendages to the puppets. True or
Touching.
false?
Genital.
Attaching.
Attaching.
I mean, you have to touch them to attach them, but the key thing here is the attaching.
The process by which Captain Scarlett achieves his indestructibility is being replicated by the Spectrum Institute in LA, who've managed to prolong the life of a rat by 2 years. Finally, actor Francis Matthews, voice of the Captain Scarlett, was approached to revoice Cary Grant in North by Northwest. One of those is SIG, true, and the rest are false. So shall we eliminate them slowly?
Yeah, last chance. Now we've got quite a few people saying 5 is SIG. It seems to be a bit between 5 and 3.
5 and 3, interesting. Okay,
Ooh,
yeah, but I did also see some for 4 as well about
Yeah.
the rats being prolonged.
Well, have we prolonged the life of rats?
Yes, shall we prolong the life of Fab or Fib, or shall we give them the answers?
Not
now?
by 2 years.
No,
Let's
no.
prolong. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
no one's asking for that, are they? Well, let's just say it's not. Do I have to reveal them in any particular sequence?
No,
Or
no.
So let's say it's not number 1.
So it wasn't the hairspray.
I think we had a feeling it wasn't the hairspray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was Harmony hairspray.
Well, there was. They see, that's what I was thinking. I thought it might trip up a few people.
But no others.
Evidently not. Nor was it number 5. Francis Matthews was not called to revoice Cary Grant in North by Northwest, although of course he did famously base his Captain Scarlett voice on, it is said, Cary Grant.
Yep, he absolutely did.
Yes.
He was also the TV Paul Temple.
He was
was.
indeed.
Yeah.
That's true. Who was Paul Temple?
Paul Temple was... Oh, I see what you mean.
Yes.
Yes, Paul Temple was a radio series detective from 1950s upwards, which are currently being endlessly rebroadcast on Radio 4 Extra.
Nice.
Fabulous stuff.
Oh, great.
Always
Excellent.
had it drinking martinis and having a smoke.
Marvellous.
Bombs in cars.
Neither was it number 2. Colin Pillinger did not ask that the episode Crater 101 was sent to Mars aboard the Beagle probe, although that would have been lovely, wouldn't it?
It would have been. Although Dad's name has gone on a list of people who've contributed to Earth culture on a satellite that has gone out into space. I just can't remember the name of it, but it might come to me later. But that's pretty cool.
So your name is on a few lists. Wasn't it?
V'ger. What?
Your name's on a few lists.
It is, yeah.
So it's all
I was trying to
between
get him off. But,
Yeah.
it's all between number 3 and number 4.
Yes, so is it Des Saunders who, when responding to requests to make the puppies more lifelike, gave them genital appendages? Or is it the retro metabolism actually being a real-life thing now in LA at the Spectrum Institute and prolonging the life of rats?
God.
So let's have a final vote. Is it 3 or 4? Oh no, that's wrong. Is it 3 or 4?
Or 4.
Let's have your final votes.
3
Which
or
of these
4?
is true? 3 or 4? Just type in
Dominic Riley
3
says 4, so
or
does
4.
Martin
Oh, you're
Smith.
sending me to
Yeah.
sleep now.
So 3
And
or 4.
Jade says 4.
In
Really?
Your power.
Dominic, yes, is definitely 4. But Chris Dale, Andrew Sierre, and Mark Simpson Wedge all say 3, as
Right.
does Paul.
Okay.
Do you know the reason they're saying that? And Alex
No.
McPhee as well? It's because they've seen the documentary
Ah.
filmed in Super Marionation,
So
where
they
the
know.
answer is revealed.
And the answer is number 3.
It is. Although this wasn't strictly on Scarlet.
No,
This
no,
was-
it wasn't,
This
no.
was previously in the Super Marionation era, but
Yes.
dear Des Saunders did try and cheer up the puppets by giving them little additions.
Spice up their lives.
Yes, which is very, very sweet.
Yes.
And quite funny.
But interestingly, that LA Institute, it, quite by chance, seems to be a real thing.
Yes, so the Spectrum Institute is a real place. It's actually in India.
Yeah.
But they do life sciences
They
type
do.
stuff, which was just quite cool. And that I'm Not Dead Yet gene is a real gene where they've prolonged the life of fruit flies by 7
I mean,
times.
this is extraordinary, isn't it? The hairs at the back of your neck standing up, because I just made that stuff up. But it seems that it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
It's happening out there.
Yes, I could tell everyone's fascinated by the science, or possibly not.
Yeah.
Anyway,
possibly
look.
not.
We should reveal
Yes.
prize winner from last month.
Yes, we have a competition every month, as you know. And we have a prize winner from last month to win these beautiful goodies.
And
These are our prize.
And coming up after we announce this will be a new prize selection, which is amazing, and we'll come up with a question for that shortly.
Who's going to come up with that question?
I'm not sure. But while we think of a question, Lee Sullivan is going to pick
Yes.
the winner at random
Yes.
from our list of
Yes.
entries.
So the question I posed last month was, Gerry Anderson, as part of his national service, served at a particular RAF base, actually near Margate, and I wanted to know the name of that RAF base. Any ideas, Lee? Right. So the answer was RAF Manston, which is near Margate, during World War II, and the same named airbase is in the first episode of Most Special Agent Joe
Yes,
90.
it's on a sign.
That's right. Joe lands the MiG-242 in the first episode. Says Scott Sadler. Thank you for that piece of information, Scott. So, yes, Gerry served at RAF Manston near Margate. That is the answer. We had a slew, if I can use that word.
Yeah,
Slew.
slew is the right word. We had so many entries.
And I've got a list here.
It was a right old slew, I can
It
tell you.
was.
Like.
So, Lee, if you'd just like to poke your finger.
Okay,
at
well, I'm
the
going
nose.
to shut my eyes.
All right.
I'm going to look at where the paper
Yes.
is first. I'm going to shut
Yes.
my eyes and I'm going to point there.
Okay, excellent.
Does that give you your
That's great.
Is that the answer?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So, that goes to Martin Smiggy Smith. Martin
Smith.
Smiggy Smith. Smiggy Smith. Well, you are the winner.
Hurrah.
So thank you very much for entering the competition. So you will be getting those goodies. We have your email address, Martin.
We
and
know where you live.
We'll be getting in touch and asking you for your postal address, if you wouldn't mind, so we can send those prizes off to you. Lucky Martin.
Congratulations,
That's all right, isn't it? Just
I'm
watching
Martin
this.
Smiggy.
Just,
I
it's
know.
there.
I know.
I've never even seen one of these.
And,
The close it is.
and the chess set, I think that's beautiful.
Now,
Sure you don't.
Right.
Sure you really want it.
Yeah, yes, Lee.
Really-
Lee.
they are lovely. They're very
Yeah.
cute. Anyway, so congratulations, Martin.
Yes.
Now, this month, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Captain Scarlett, we have an incredible prize bundle, which has so many things in it. I can't remember them all.
Wow.
However,
It's that big.
I can tell you that the prize bundle includes a Captain Scarlett DVD box set, a new Captain Scarlett Blu-ray box set, all 3 of the Big Finish Spectrum files on CD, the Captain Scarlett 50th Anniversary Special Edition box set from Big Finish
What?
on 7 CD,
This is just too much.
a Captain Scarlett board game,
Oh.
and other prizes, including a print donated by Lee Sullivan.
Oh.
He's just careful, Lee. He's so excited, he's quivering. A lovely, lovely print by Lee.
Look at that. That is beautiful.
of the SPV and the Angels. It's a real beauty.
Isn't it?
Yep. SPV
Gorgeous.
and the Angels.
Gorgeous.
So,
Yes. Signed. So, to the
signed
winner.
by Lee.
Not yet, but I'll
Um,
remember to do it before I go.
And
Yeah.
there will be some other items that will join the prize package. The prize package is worth something ridiculous, closing in on 300 quid.
Oh!
So this is
It's the biggest prize that we've ever given away.
It is the
we
biggest
didn't even
prize
used to give away prizes
we've
in the
ever
early
done.
days.
No.
it's the biggest one we've ever done,
We've
and
learned that lesson, though.
it's all to celebrate Scarlett's 50th anniversary.
Christina Sales says, "Ooh, I'm so
Oh,
entering this
look,
time."
look,
Yeah.
work of art.
Look at that, yeah.
You-
I think I fainted, says Matt Goodwin. Well, yeah, exactly.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
There's lots
Brilliant.
of capital
Yes,
letters
thank you,
there.
thank you,
Amazing! Whoa, I want it!
Yeah.
Oh,
Give the Lee print to
Yeah.
Kirsty Brown. That's
Yeah.
what she wants.
well,
Yeah.
you can't win elements of it. You win all or nothing.
Yeah.
And to win,
Yeah.
you must answer a question.
Yeah.
David
now-
Bristow's got it. There you are.
Right,
That's good.
now the
He
thing
doesn't
is,
need it anymore.
this is a competition for email entry only, so do not comment below with the answer to this question.
Say
do
nothing.
not post the answer in the comments below. This is email only to fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk.
Or no one will win.
Exactly. Yeah. Have you got a question?
I do have a question.
Oh, goodness.
I'm just working out how to phrase it.
Right.
So, in Captain Scarlett,
Yes.
the lovely Captain Magenta, who was not the brightest chap, he originally descended from which country, according to background notes and confirmed in John Thaden's second Scarlet novel, Captain Scarlett and the Silent Saboteur.
Silent crunching.
Wow.
So, Captain Magenta hails from which country?
He was so nearly Captain Scarlet.
Yeah, he
missed it
just a
by
bit off on the lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Captain Magenta came from which country, and that this fact was confirmed in the second John Thaden novel, which
So it is
Returning to
canonical.
Spectrum Files. It is, yes, it is canon. So there's your question. Just email us fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk with the answer. The country Captain Magenta allegedly hails from.
Great.
But don't put it in the comments because
No.
they will give it away and everyone
Yes.
will know.
Yeah, don't tell everyone.
Oh, Matt Goodwin is asking, does Lee get given away with the prize pack?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
if
you
we
do-
can wrap him.
You have
Yeah.
to clothe him and feed him for the rest of his days.
Yeah, that's right.
And he does eat quite a lot.
I'm getting on a bit as well, so probably other issues.
Right. Excellent. There's our quiz for the month. So, yes, do drop us a line, fablive@gerryanderson.co.uk. Also with your questions, also with your fan art. We want to see pictures of you in cosplay. We want to see pictures of your toys.
Yeah.
Anything Gerry Anderson related.
We want all your bank balances and the current account
your PIN
numbers.
number, yeah. We want to see it all, and then we can show everyone else who's watching.
Yes. Now, I said there was a special announcement waiting to the very end of the show.
That's true,
And
yeah.
I wasn't fibbing.
No.
In fact, after this special announcement, if all of you watching go and pick up this special limited edition thing from the Gerry Anderson store,
Yes.
we will sell out instantly.
Right.
There are very few of this special thing available.
Oh,
so,
excellent.
sit tight and I shall tell you about it.
Wow.
Oh, we've got the
not that.
news
No,
playing
no,
again.
no.
Stop news! Stop news!
like-
Sorry, more news. Right, so,
We're like a well-oiled machine.
we are.
That's what we are.
It's getting late
Certainly
now.
well oiled, yeah.
We're all very hungry.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry about that news. This is kind of breaking news though,
Mm-hmm.
and Lee's got his fireball out. Lee, they need to listen to this very carefully,
No.
and then you can get your fireball out. So, those of you who enjoyed Chris Bentley's Thunderbirds The Vault book may well be aware that there is a new Captain Scarlett Vault book coming out, and here is the lovely cover.
That's beautiful.
That'll be fantastic.
It is a beauty. I've seen some internal pages. It's lovely.
Right.
There's
The others are great.
so many lovely goodies in there. But there is a very super special edition of this book, of which there is a very limited set available. They're available right now from the Gerry Anderson store. We have such a limited number, it's a real shame, but it's a special Captain Black
Oh.
dust jacket.
Oh, no.
These are signed by Chris Bentley and individually numbered.
Ooh.
There are very few available, but you can pre-order them now and grab yours from the Gerry Anderson store immediately.
Wow.
But I'm pretty sure they're going to sell out within the next 24 hours. So if you want them, grab them, and just because you stayed all this time on Fab Live, you're the first to hear about it.
Yeah, lucky you. So it's worth staying then.
Oh, well, I hope it was worth
For no other
saying.
reason but that.
Yeah, but it's just such a lovely idea to have that really special edition. So there you go. That was
Great.
the thing which is available now, and you can grab it. And I hope if you want one, you get to pick it up.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Brilliant.
Is there anything else?
Curry.
We're going for a curry and a couple of
You're all
beers.
welcome.
Please do come and join us.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lee wants to show you his very
Come on, let's
special
have a final show
fireball.
and tell from Lee Sullivan.
Yeah.
This isn't Captain Scarlett related, but and it's falling apart in my hands. But this is something we didn't get in England. This is the wonderful.
Look at that!
15 inches of fireball fun. This is a This is not a cap. This is a fireball playset, and it has a detachable fireball junior. It has missiles and all kinds of stuff that go on. It has a little hatch in the top. And it has Steve and Venus piloting the thing, and in the back, they're little jetmobiles.
Oh, it's so
It
sweet.
is so lovely. And it also, this set was so enormous, it also had all these
crikey,
things.
hang on.
I'm gonna haul out the big
Careful
one
now.
now.
Watch out for
Here
this.
it goes, here it goes. Right, this is the box it came in.
Look at the size of the box.
You don't get many of those for £1. And it had a cardboard version of Space
The control
City,
tower.
yeah.
City, yeah.
And I couldn't. That was too flimsy for me to bring. It also had all these kind of lovely extra vehicles in it. It had the little car that Steve and it was around here somewhere earlier, but it's gone now. Gone now. Never called me mother.
Lee, did it really have a 24-inch automatic spring-powered track launcher?
Yes.
That is amazing.
With a smaller version of Fireball that went cannon down it and pinged off the end.
That is. Can you imagine that 21-inch long Fireball XL5, 24-inch
Oh, it's
automatic
21
spring,
inches.
yeah,
Oh,
spring-powered track launcher. You've done
I was
yourself a disservice.
underestimating.
Flying Fireball XL1, jet car, 2 jetmobiles, Fireball transport truck and trailer, firing tower and 3. I mean, it goes on. There's so much stuff in that box. I want one.
It's just for the box. The box artwork is fabulous.
Isn't that beautiful? Goodness me.
Thing of beauty, and we didn't have it over here. They are still available at exorbitant prices on eBay. Also, Metropolis Toys, who I can recommend, have got a couple of sets. Lord knows how much.
Those are
they cost.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous of Lee's collection.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that stuff along. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I've got one little one last
Let's
thing.
yeah, who's this?
Captain Scarlett.
There he is.
It's his anniversary, so there he is. A little bendy toy Captain Scarlett. I can't remember who made these, probably Rosenthal or someone like that. But he's a lovely thing. He has a little flip-down microphone, and he has bendy arms, and they still bend. Look.
Oh, wow.
He has a little gun in his holster.
I can't believe his cat microphone is still there. That's
know.
incredible.
I know.
That's the sort of thing I would break within moments, so I
Yeah.
better not touch it.
So would I if I'd bought it at the time.
I think Chris Honey is surprised you're still hungry after all those snacks, Richard.
Oh, you've
You've
been
been
mere
eating
appetizers.
non-stop.
Well, they're only little things.
And I should just say, I've seen from Christina out in California there, she said, Jamie and Richard and Lee, in brackets.
Very much in brackets.
It was nice
Always.
having my dad, that's John Master Giovanni,
Yeah.
to join us today. He's
Yeah.
responsible for mine and my family's love of all things Gerry Anson.
Great.
Thank you very much, Daddy John.
Yeah.
Go,
and,
John.
And Charlotte Byrne is out for a curry tonight as well.
She
So
is.
Maybe we'll
But
bump into her.
Yeah, maybe we'll see you there.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
So,
The bendy. Somebody was saying what the bendy was made by.
the bendy was made by Pedigree Toys.
That's the one.
Is that right? There we
Yeah,
go.
they did a Destiny Angel as well.
Yes. Paul Daisley says, a handy bendy captain. What more could you ask for?
Right.
Well,
yeah.
I think a curry probably is the only
Yeah,
thing we're
yeah,
asking
exactly.
for.
Yes,
So,
Yes.
we should say happy birthday,
Tatty bye,
Captain.
and happy birthday,
Captain
yes,
Scarlett.
yes.
Happy birthday, Captain
Obviously,
Scarlett.
Obs.
Yeah.
Obs.
And most importantly, no, second most importantly, thank you, Lee Sullivan, for joining
Oh,
us.
of course, Lee.
Oh, second most.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for
Most,
having me.
welcome.
but most importantly, thank you to all of you for joining us.
Yes, and we'll be back on October the 2nd, I think.
October the
But Don't
2nd.
quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it's October the 2nd.
Yes, it'll be the
First Monday.
First Monday of the month.
And probably at 7 o'clock again.
Yes, and I hope you'll enjoy Captain Scarlett's 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Look out for more exciting bits and pieces.
Are
And of course, there's the first International Thunderbirds Day on the 30th of September. But look on the Gerry Anderson website for information about that.
Are you warming? Are you going to sing us out, Lee?
I'll choke myself to death.
Yeah.
Don't eat small biscuits and then try and sing at the same time. That's my
No.
advice.
What have you got there?
Well, I've got here printed out lyrics. I've always wanted to do this, and this is the only time I will get to have a captive audience.
Do you want me to do the backing track for you, Lee?
You can do that, yeah.
I'm so looking forward to this.
Right. So, to sing us out,
You can all join in.
and we might join in,
Yeah, please do.
Lee Sullivan
I only sing for money.
with the closing title song from Captain Scarlett and the Mysterons.
Take it away, Lee.
Take it away, Jamie. Captain Scarlett, He's the one who knows the Mr. On game and things they plan. This is too high for me. Captain Scarlett.
That's quite low now.
To his Martian foes, a dangerous name.
Pick a key, any key.
A Superman. They crash him, and his body may burn. They smash him, but they know he'll return to live again. Captain Scarlett, Captain Scarlett.
That was Barry Gray in the
The
original.
angels are flying, wing to wing, into the sea. Spectrum is green. Boy.
Though the mystery plan to
Conquer the earth.
Do you anything know the words?
This indestructible man will show what he's worth.
Captain Scarlett.
Indestructible Captain Scarlett.
Bum 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 bum.